I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have two hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. 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 I didn't know.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Freeze in full effect.
You ready, Ron?
I'm ready.
You ready, Dave?
I'm ready, Slick, are you?
Oh yeah, take it down.
Girl, I must warn you, I sense something strange in my mind. Yo, situation is serious. Let's cure it cause we're running out of time. It's all so beautiful. Relationships, they seem from the start. It's all so when love is not together from the heart. Check it out. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love
Wrong
her.
move, you're dead.
That girl is poison. Never trust a big button to smile. That girl is poison. If I were you, I'd take precaution before I step to meet my girl. You know, cause in some motion, you'll think she's the best thing in the world. She's so she'll drive you right out of your mind, steal your heart when you're blind. Beware, she's scheming. She'll make you think you're dreaming. You'll fall in love and you'll be screaming, demon. Poison, deadly, moving it slow. Looking for a mellow fellow like DeVoe, getting paid, laid, so better lay low. Scheming on hot money and the whole shit. The low pro hoe should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's winning to you, but I know she's a loser.
How did you know?
Me and the crew used to do her.
I was at the bar, shake big and taking them all. And that night, I played the wall. Checking out the fellas, the highs and lows. Keeping one eye open, still clocking the hoes. There was one particular girl that stood out from the rest. Poison as can be with a high power chest. Michael Biggins here, and I'm running the show. Bell, Biv DeVoe. Now you know.
Yo, Slick, blow.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her.
Move, you're dead.
That girl is poison.
You never trust a big button to smile.
She's dangerous. Oh yeah.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. 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 Satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. 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 Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. 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 Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh,
Alright, hello everyone, this is KOD League Season 2. We are back here again with another qualifier. This is between Oldbois and Esphere. Both teams boast a pretty impressive record. I'm actually about to be joined here by my good friend General Pants. Let me make sure he is hearing me here. Just a moment. Make sure I'm broadcasting here. Hello Pants, how are you doing?
Good.
Cool, awesome. So, getting ready for this game. I took a look at both these teams here. Pretty interesting, like some of their wins. Oldbois has actually just won 2 games in the Manila Major, and Esphere is actually nearly at the top of this league. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. And we did note that at the beginning of before this tournament or before this started, that. Who is it? Benny has been practicing some of his lone druids, so we might get to see a pickup from that today.
Radiant team ban.
Let me check my mic settings one moment.
Yeah, I
Dire
currently
team
have the mute co-casters setting on, but you're still playing in game for me.
Oh, sorry, I was broadcasting
think
through Party. My bad.
Party, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay,
Which
now
I
we're good
believe
to go.
means that Dota TV couldn't hear you, but we should be okay.
Yeah, now we're good. Okay, so first ban
10
Axe. What do you think
seconds
about
remaining.
that ban?
That's actually kind of interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
But Axe did get buffed. His spins
Radiant team ban.
do pure damage, as well as Blade Mail got a buff. So some pretty big Axe buffs coming out. And I believe dual lanes with Axe are pretty strong this patch. I was actually kind of lamenting it to myself the other day, thinking about how
10
a couple
seconds
patches ago, it seemed that dual lanes with Axe, an Axe and a support,
5 seconds
or
remaining.
even some sort of random core, just cutting your wave in the safe lane. I hate playing against that so much as a carry. So seems Oldbois doesn't want anything like that happening.
Yeah.
But even without the sort of pub sort of meme lanes, if you will, it is pretty strong in competitive Dota even.
Yeah, I
just
would
an
agree.
Axe in lane. I believe when Axe began to get popular a couple
Dire
patches
team
ago,
ban.
someone termed his call as basically a very short cooldown RP, which
Yeah,
does make sense in some way, right? It locks
pretty
people
accurate,
down
yeah.
through BKB. Yeah, and now that Blade Mail does do the damage before Axe's armor from
10
call
seconds
applies, it's pretty strong. So I think we'll see a lot
remaining.
of
5
Axe this
seconds
patch.
remaining.
Yeah, and I also see the Lich ban coming out. Lich has been pretty strong lately because of his denies having so much more impact,
Radiant team
given
pick.
that range creeps are, a bigger slice of the XP per wave. And Invoker as always being, king of
Dire
every
team
patch
pick.
that exists ever, getting banned out. And actually a
Yeah, I mean,
Beastmaster pickup. That's pretty.
yeah, traditionally some sort of bans you see coming out are just strong team fight heroes.
Right.
Tidehunter used to get banned a lot.
10 seconds
Similar.
remaining.
So Invoker and
5
Void, two very
seconds
strong
remaining.
team fight heroes. And Beastmaster, even though his vision did get nerfed, I think he's still pretty strong. Just maybe not as ridiculous as it used to be.
Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, he
Radiant
still
team
gives
pick.
vision. It's just a little bit less. And his ult is very nice, especially once he gets a blink dagger, maybe a refresher if he has the option.
Dire team ban.
Do you think he's going to be run in this patch as more of a support, or do you think he's going to stay in his offlane position?
Yeah, he's still going to be an offlaner.
Just
I
too much
think
gold
I've only
dependence.
seen a Beastmaster support a few times. I believe Zai and No Tail
10
are the only
seconds
people I've ever
remaining.
seen play Beastmaster support in competitive Dota, and that was
5 seconds remaining.
it was either when No Tail played for Han or when he played for Secret. I'm not sure. And
Reserve
I've
time.
seen Zai play it for EG a couple times back because that was
Radiant
obviously
team
the only
ban.
time he ever played support.
Right.
I'm wondering how much we'll see Crystal Maiden this patch.
Yeah, the in buffs were nice.
She
for
is
her.
one of those heroes that can sort of be passive in a lane and get some good farm in the jungle, and that
10
Arcane Aura
seconds
is actually
remaining.
it's pretty nice for a lot of heroes.
Yeah,
5
So
especially
I'm not
remaining.
sure.
it combos well with her early stun. Like she's got, it's a 2-second stun, but it has
Reserve
it
time.
comes off cooldown so fast, and she almost always has the mana for it. It's a really good early game initiator for First Bloods, especially.
Yeah, she's a very strong hero for the first 15 minutes. It's just after
Yeah.
that, it kind of becomes you're an ultimate, and you have to be able to get some, either have godlike positioning or get something like a
Dire team
BKB,
ban.
and even then, Oldbois are actually pretty well positioned to cancel a BKB freezing field.
Mhm. Yeah, so far it looks like Esphere really does not like the team
Radiant
fight
team
heroes. They've gotten
ban.
rid of Void, they've gotten rid of Invoker, Puck, Death Prophet. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like they just really hate mid lane team fight heroes, pretty much. Not a bad
10
idea.
Yeah,
seconds
Death
remaining.
Prophet has been a very popular ban. I don't think we've actually seen a
5
lot of
seconds
Death Prophet
remaining.
games being played, but she always seems to pop up in the bans.
Mhm.
I'm not sure exactly how bad she is anymore. Spirit Siphon got nerfed quite a bit, and I think it's less. It's not the stupid ability it used to be. TA ban there actually kind of pretty smart. TA and Slaughter are very good partners. You used to see some kind of theme drafts with minus armor where you'd have a Slardar and then a TA, or you'd
Right.
have a back, and you just have so much physical damage. Anyone basically will do a
5
ton of right click.
seconds remaining.
Oh, and
Even a hero like Venged, which has kind of relatively high armor, just melts.
Radiant team
yeah, and
pick.
fun fact about the Vengeful Spirit this tournament, she is the most picked hero in COD League Season 2 thus far. With 37 games picked, I believe, and a 56% win rate. She's been banned 7 times. Invoker, of course, being banned more than her, but she's by far the most picked hero. And
5
there's the
seconds
Zeus pickup. I
remaining.
can understand getting rid of the puck now with the silence, and Death Prophet Zeus would have trouble against Death Prophet, but
Reserve time.
not too often that you see Zeus
Venge
picked up.
is one of those heroes that has always been good. I don't think there's ever a patch where anyone's like, "Wow, this Venge hero sucks." There's patches where she'll kind of be in and out of popularity, but the hero has never been nerfed to a point where it's like, okay, this is bad. Like, we should never pick this hero. It always has done something. We've seen it a little bit popularized by Vici Gaming and Virtus Pro, the safe lane Venge,
Yeah,
which I
with
thought was
Illidan.
pretty fun.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty known for that now.
I like it I've played it a couple times in pubs. It's fun, but yeah, support Venge has always been a staple of competitive Dota. Basically, Swap is just a godlike support ability. You can even use it to rely on, or you can rely on it to cancel a lot of big channeling spells.
Oh yeah, you
So,
can
for instance, you have an
cancel.
Enigma,
Yeah, you can cancel
a Witch
Black
Doctor,
Hole,
right? Through
Faceless
BKB,
Void.
it's very
Yeah,
important.
yeah, it's crazy. Batrider. It basically invalidates a large portion of the current hero pool when picked. So I wonder how these we noticed it a couple weeks ago, the changes in regards to reserve time being bigger and pick
Dire
time
team
being
pick.
smaller. I wonder if teams are starting to feel. I don't know. I feel like some teams probably go into the draft without, like, with a vague idea, and then kind of let it evolve organically. And I feel like that kind of hurts them a bit because they're a bit more. It seems like you're more pressed for time.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
5
Especially
seconds
sort
remaining.
of lower tier teams that haven't played so much together, and they don't know exactly what heroes they're
Reserve
comfortable with.
time.
You see some top tier teams, and they know they like these 5 heroes. They're really comfortable with them. And they know when they're good, when they're bad. Visage pickup,
Radiant
actually, that's
team.
Ooh,
interesting.
that's
You
fun.
rarely see Visages.
Presumably, do you
Yeah.
think? I mean, could they run Visage off lane and put Slardar safe lane, or do you think he's probably going to be a support.
No, this looks like a support to me. And we might
10
see the Crystal
seconds
Maiden go
remaining.
into the jungle here because Visage is a hero you definitely want to get a lot of levels on.
5
Birds
seconds
Birds is
remaining.
very strong. You always want to max out Soul Assumption as fast as possible. And you even want to give him some farm.
10
We
seconds
used to see
remaining.
some teams
Dire team
run a
down.
safe laner that would like rotate into the jungle or even just like rotate around the map, and then that Visage at 10, 12 minutes would get the safe lane farm,
So
and we
something
would
like a
see
Lycan.
really fast. Yeah, something like a Lycan or like an Ursa. We even used to
10
see it, I think,
seconds
with like
remaining.
gyrocopters, because
Right.
for a while, when Gyro's magic damage was super
5
strong,
seconds
the
remaining.
we used to see all these rotations where a gyrocopter would buy a smoke and TP to the offlane tower and go gank the
Radiant
enemy safe
team
lane with a
down.
support. And then a lot of times teams use that space to farm up one of their supports, and Visage is really good in that situation. And Esphere have a ton of burst damage right now.
Yeah, they're really good at
Their initiation
pickoffs.
is actually pretty sick with Slardar.
Radiant team
Um,
pick.
and then instantly we have Crystal Nova, Zeus damage if the Visage is there. A team fight hero being banned out. I'm not sure if Tidehunter was going to be what they were going for.
Yeah, that
but I
ban
think that
doesn't.
could have actually been all right.
Yeah, that ban doesn't make sense to me because I think they might have thought
Dire
Slardar
team
was going
pick.
safe lane. I'm not sure, but how about that Terrorblade pickup on Oldbois?
I did see Oldbois played this in one of their earlier games. One of their only 2 games I could find on Dota Buff. They did pick Terrorblade.
Mm.
And they are big fans of Blade Mail, or at least this patch they
10
are. So
seconds
I'm not sure
remaining.
if we'll see the Blade Mail come out this game, but it actually is not that bad against
5
Zeus,
seconds
against
remaining.
Slardar.
Oh,
Terrorblade
definitely.
has huge armor now. He has 10 armor at level 1. That's ridiculous
Reserve
stuff.
time.
So he's
Yeah.
actually pretty good against a lot of physical damage. It's just, I think it's going to be whether or not he can get the stats up to survive Zeus damage.
Yeah, right now we're
Visage
not
nukes.
really looking at physical damage. We're looking at a lot of magical. I mean, even Slardar with his AOE stun, like they've all got magic damage to be able to deal with him at least early. Yeah, whether or not that evolves to where he gets his own magic resist, I guess we'll have to see. Kind of curious what their last pickup is here on Esphere. They did ban out the Drow
Yeah,
Ranger.
they've let
Interesting
themselves in
ban.
a decent their draft is open enough. I'm sure they know what they want the Slardar to be, but Oldbois definitely doesn't know. We don't know. They could pick up either their safe laner or their off laner here, kind of leaves them. I'm wondering if they're going to try to pick a hero with a little bit more burst damage just to see if they can try to get if they can burst down the Terrorblade as fast as possible.
I'm holding out for a Meepo, dude. Yeah, I did a little back research on Esphere, and Benny has about 547 Meepo games played, which, for perspective, that's like the amount of
Yeah.
wins I have. So, definitely his favorite hero there. I'd love to see it in this game. Any comp game with Meepo is a comp game I want to cast and watch. And they did ban out the team fight heroes,
as far
so
as
I mean...
Meepo goes...
Oh, Lone Druid.
Okay, it is the Lone Druid.
So that might actually be a safe lane Slardar then, or a, like, tri-lane, I'm not sure. I guess this is going to be... I guess we'll find out. Going into Game 1. Esphere versus Oldbois, COD League Season 2. Oldbois coming off 2 Manila Major wins, Esphere coming off being the second team in this entire league. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is going to be the play here from Oldbois is if this is a Lone Druid offlane, what's very important to them is they can actually zone the Lone Druid, the hero itself. Venge and Witch Doctor are pretty high damage supports. Looks like we have a disconnect or something.
Just
So
an
we'll
FYI,
it seems.
oh my. Lone Druid is
Oh,
actually he's the offlane player. Benny is the offlaner.
Okay,
Look at that Tidehunter.
that makes sense. I think Meepo actually, now that we do have a second, I think Meepo would have been not the best pick against a Witch Doctor. That
Oh
cast
yeah,
would
probably
pretty
not.
seriously mess with them, especially in the early game when you, yeah. But anyways, so what's the play for Benny here is, to try to get as much farm and kind of sap XP and use the bear to get last hits as any standard Lone Druid offlane, and maybe, try to pull some creeps, abuse the bear. But I think OB has enough damage, level 1, to kill the bear. I think if we'll see a stun and a cask, and the Terrorblade will just skill Metamorph, immediately use that, and they'll just try to burst on the bear. If they can kill at level 1, that'd be huge. They can definitely zone him out
Yeah,
and win their tri lane pretty badly.
Yeah, I think Benny's goal here is just to give his team enough of an edge early on that the like the lone or the Beastmaster doesn't have a chance to really, not necessarily snowball, but have as much of an impact as he'd like to, and especially the Terrorblade too. I mean, if you zone him early, like with all your magic damage, he'd have a tough time catching up to that because he'd have to buy magic resist before damage, and then it just kind of spirals out for them. And it looks like we're about to go again. So I'm going to call out the players really quick, give an idea of who's playing what. So on Esphere, we've got Nera playing the Slardar, presumably their safe lane player. Benny, their off laner, playing Lone Druid. Mikado Sky playing Zeus mid. Obi playing Crystal Maiden. And stand-in, Dr. Spike playing Visage. On Team OB, we've got XG Dark on the Witch Doctor. We've got SGT on the Vengeful Spirit. Kanjai on the Queen of Pain, Thorani on the Beastmaster, and Batu on Terrorblade. And we're already going to see, looks like 4 going bot for OB. Not sure where Esphere is going right now. Looks like they're kind of spreading out quite a bit. Crystal Maiden, actually, what all did she buy? She's only sitting on 110 gold right now, but she's only got 10 goes in a salve.
Probably career, and I think she pooled the Lone Druid with this ward that's sitting down here. Actually, I can look. It says owned by Benny, but I'm not sure if he did actually buy it. I'm not sure what that means. It could be that he did buy it. I'm not sure. I think that just meant that he placed it though.
Right.
And actually, we do see the bear down here in the lane, so it looks like he will try to pull it. But what might happen is he might run into these heroes here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how if they manage to get vision of that could be an easy level 1 bear. And Beastmaster actually did a decent chunk of damage to the Crystal Maiden up top, getting her down to half health. Looks like she probably used her stun on him, and he's back to full. So good boots first pickup, and there's the bear. It's already getting contested by the Terrorblade. Witch Doctor's going to roll in.
Let's see if he levels Metamorph here.
And we've got a Venge as well.
He's not going to do it.
Venge might be able to catch the bear with a stun here, but I think the damage is already done with this creep wave. He's just going to keep pulling.
Yeah, this is not what you want to do.
No, definitely huge advantage early on.
I'm just going to try to pull the wave here.
Yeah, great play from the Lone Druid there, trying to get that lane in better position.
Yeah, and he's going to pull it under the tower. That's the dream for him. They did not handle that well at all.
No.
I think what I sort of said about it before was probably what they would wanted to do there. He did do a decent amount of damage with just a couple autos, so I think definitely they could have tried to do that.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to try
to stun up.
deward here, and it's just barely out of range. So they're going to notice that that's gone, and I think they might actually put the ward down to try to see one of these places. Yeah.
Yeah, Beastmaster.
Because there's this whole area that doesn't block.
Yeah, Beastmaster's actually sitting up top with no XP right now at all. Both his dog and his bird just keep getting killed over and over again. His second dog's almost dead now. Long cooldowns for him, but he is not. I guess he's got 1 creep's worth of XP now, so they're zoning him pretty well. And Druid's sitting up down bot with already level 2, so he's already got a pretty good head start against the Beastmaster. Visage actually also sitting level 1, which, like you said, like he does kind of need levels. I'm wondering how they're going to rotate that around to make sure he gets his own farm.
I think right now what they want to do is abuse the fact that they have a really strong tri-lane, and I think if they deny the Beastmaster a lot of XP, that's worth it for them, right? Even if they don't get the most out of their lane.
So they actually placed a sentry right here, but I don't think they've seen that observer there.
Yeah, that is a pretty tricky spot. I think you might.
Ooh, Lone Druid's
I don't think you can get vision of that without cutting a tree.
Yeah, Lone Druid is in a little bit of trouble here. Venge coming in hasted. They pop the Metamorphosis. Stun is going to go out. Witch Doctor, all 3 of them attacking Lone Druid down, and he's actually going to die with the help from the Venge. Venge actually got pretty low there. Nice body block, though, but Lone Druid is going to fall. The bear is on cooldown when he comes up, so he's going to have a bit of trouble being in lane. And Terrorblade's now ahead of him in XP. And if we take a look at net worth, Druid is he's about midway, right above the supports. He's above the Beastmaster, but that death does not help him much at all. And it looks like we're actually going to see a smoke out from Visage and Crystal Maiden. I wonder where they're going to go. Do you think they can catch the Queen of Pain?
I'm not sure. This is kind of a weird play from them. They don't actually have mana on the Crystal Maiden. The Visage didn't clarity her. They're gonna need Frostbite. Oh, she might actually get it. I guess I underestimated how much mana she was gonna get.
We
Okay,
also
they do
have-
have it now, so
and
they
we-
might be able to.
We have a Zeus with not a ton of mana either. They might
Dire
actually be looking for
structures are
Courier now that I think about it. And they are going to see it. I don't think they can kill it though.
Dire's bottom
Just
tower
move
is
speed.
under attack.
They do see the
Yeah, but they
Beastmaster
do know
though
that
jungling.
yeah,
This could be a bit
they
bad
can
for
kill them.
Beastmaster.
I think.
Crystal Maiden's
Oh.
pretty slow right now. She doesn't have boots. He's going to run back to lane, back to the tower, and scout it out with his dog. They're going to be able to take the rest of the camp, but not really the best use of smoke. I think they were mainly looking for the courier, and they didn't get it. And Crystal Maiden burned her stun on the boar, and now they're not going to be able to kill him now. And Queen of Pain actually was looking like she wanted to go help him out too.
Yeah, so they're not getting the most out of their lane. I think they have a pretty ridiculously strong lane. Nice block from this sentry though. That's actually pretty next level. I did not know that this bot existed.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so let's take a look at XP as well. Queen of Pain is actually topping out the XP right now. I mean, obviously we're seeing 2 tri-lanes in this game, but she's over Zeus a bit. I don't know who like, is that kind of an even matchup, or should it definitely be one like Zeus wins or Queen of Pain wins?
A lot of it depends on how play goes. She has got a lot more damage than him,
Right.
and a much better animation. So you should be able to pretty much trade farm about as equally. It really depends on how well you play. You know, when you choose to actually use your lightning from the Zeus and positioning on the Queen to avoid, getting nuked down. And it looks like she's gone Magic Stick, which is definitely the right play.
So do you think
And
this is...
you definitely have to be careful because as a queen, you're pretty squishy, but you can also deal a lot of damage. So it's kind of a back and forth of who can maximize their nukes on each other.
Looks like Golden Druid could be in a little bit of trouble here, at least as Bear. We've got 2 smoked up supports here, both with stuns. And they're actually they're thinking about diving him under tower. Metamorphosis is popped, they're going for it now. Cask is out, Wave is out, and they've got the stun. They're going to land the stun on Druid. He gets the roar off, but it looks like Terrorblade didn't get affected. Terrorblade actually got pretty low, but they did manage to kill the Druid. The rotation from the Crystal Maiden, she's in a little bit of trouble too.
Dire's bottom
Gonna have to walk
tower
away
is under
because of
attack.
low health, and Witch Doctor's actually gonna manage to die there, even with his healing ward up. And Crystal Maiden wants to come in now. She's got to be a bit careful. That tower's almost down. Vinge actually throws out a stun on her, but there's gonna be a TP in from the Visage to help her out. They've got to be careful once that tower falls, because no more armor for them. Terrorblade could definitely kill them, but
Dire's middle tower
Oldbois
is
is
under
gonna
attack.
back off. They're gonna take what they got and just roll with it. And Zeus actually was thinking about that. He didn't cast his ults or anything, which I think he could have gotten the kill on Witch Doctor, for sure. And Queen of Pain actually going on Zeus now. And he's going to get really low with his Shadow Strike. He's going to bottle through it, so I think he should be fine. But Queen of Pain didn't really... Should she have gone farther on that?
No, I think she's okay. She had an arcane rune, so she wanted to use it. It cost her less mana, and the cooldown wasn't as high.
Right.
So that's definitely worth it for her. And now the Zeus can't come back to lane because he'll definitely die.
Right.
Dire's middle
He gets
tower
blinked
is
on
under
again.
attack.
So he's gonna try to spam out the wave from long range here. She might actually go for another dive here. I'm not sure.
Radiant's bottom
She's
tower
on
is
ult
under
cooldown right
attack.
now, so she's got to be a bit careful. So what kind of items should we expect to see from the bear here? Are we looking at a Radiance bear this game?
I would assume so. Yeah, he'll probably go for the Midas first. Usually what people are going for these days. And as far as I'm not really
First hit
sure
and
how to
tangle.
call how these. Oh yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. I'm not really sure how to classify how well these lanes have gone.
Oh, Zeus managed to get a kill up top, maybe, or at least he helped one. He helped the Beastmaster die.
Yeah, it looked like they went. Yeah, they went on the Slardar.
Yeah, Slardar
Beastmaster was a
unfortunately
little
died.
bit-
He's about halfway to his blink dagger. I'm not sure. He lost a decent amount of gold, but good rotations out from Oldbois. So far, keeping a bit of an advantage in this early game.
Radiant's
The lone
middle
druid kill
tower is
offlane
under
definitely
attack.
helped them a lot, taking away his tempo control abilities early on. And Zeus is kind of having a rough time mid too.
Dire's top
We haven't even
tower
seen
is
that many
under attack.
rotations mid, but Queen of Pain has just been harassing him to all hell. And she's got a full level advantage on him. So what do you expect item-wise from this Visage?
Usually the standard is medallion
Okay.
and ags. A lot of times we'll see treads or tranquils as your boots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think he'll probably just go for the medallion first. That would actually, it's super sick.
Yeah, and it builds into
Like
Solar
the
Crest now,
amount
too.
the amount of damage you're gonna get from the amount of damage you're gonna get from medallion plus slaughter out is ridiculous, and they're gonna be able to take a super early rush. Looks like Avenger's gonna put a ward down, so they'll have to smoke if they want to try to sneak this, but they can do it pretty soon, I would think. Slaughter's already got his level 6.
Sorry, just checking the chat on our stream here. Looks like bottom tower is going to go the way of Oldbois. I mean, that's kind of what you expect against a Terrorblade. And Visage actually stepping a little too close. Terrorblade with the Metamorphosis finishing him off. That was a wicked kill there. Terrorblade has max Metamorphosis now, so he hits pretty hard for 9 minutes in the game. 165 plus 42. It's not something.
And the Venge actually is going for the sort of stats, or not the stats build, but yeah, she's going Vengeance Aura and Wave of Terror, which is actually pretty good with
it's
Terrorblade.
terrifying.
He gets Metamorph is pretty great.
The
bonus damage, I believe, does not count as actual bonus damage. It gives him base damage, does it?
I don't know, but I do know that like realistically, you know, her missile puts out what 325 at max level, but the amount of DPS she's going to get from Vengeance Aura with the Terrorblade outweighs. And while I was rambling on there, actually lost 2 supports on Oldbois. A good rotation from Esphere, and the Zeus ult definitely helped out quite a bit. The 2 squishiest heroes on Oldbois falling, and now they're going to move into Roche potentially. I think Zeus might have just wanted to scout out that rune. They might have an idea that it's up there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, I don't think they saw it. So do you think Terrorblade is going to have too much trouble with the Slardar minus armor? I mean, he's already sitting at 19 right now.
I think he'll be okay. He'll have a little bit of an issue when when the Slardar blinks in on him, because the Slardar will do a decent amount of damage to him, but what he really has to worry about is then the immediate follow-up from Visage and Zeus and Crystal Maiden.
Right.
So I think he just kind of wants to get as tanky as possible. Looks like he's going to get a Yasha first. Pretty efficient armor item for farming, and he's got treads, he's got an Aquila, so his stats are actually not the worst at the moment, but he still is, you know, just shy of 1,000 HP here, and he's sitting on strength treads at level 8.
Looks like Slardar might catch a glimpse of this Vengeful Spirit here. He does have the blink up. Queen of Pain was hanging around there though, so I don't think he really wanted to go on that too bad. Yeah. He's actually... Oh, I thought I misread his abilities there. I thought he maxed Sprint first, and I was trying to figure out what was going on there. Beastmaster has been kind of left alone up top. He's kind of catching up a bit. Not so much in the last hits. I guess he's doubled Crystal Maiden, but it's not really that's not really a huge accomplishment naturally. And he's actually going to get gone on harassed out a bit by the Slardar. Slardar reminding him that he is an offlane hero. And we're going to see the Zeus actually in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get ulted by the Queen of Pain, and her Fairy Fire looks like it's going to save her life. Double damage rune just doing too much. Crystal Maiden wanted to help out, but her freeze was not off cooldown. And yeah, Queen of Pain is just building up here. She's only got 1 kill, she's got 1 assist, but she's sitting 3rd in last hits and 1st in sorry, that's current gold. She's sitting 2nd in net worth, right behind the Terrorblade. So she could be a bit scary as the game goes on, especially against these squishy heroes here, like Crystal Maiden and Zeus. And Slardar actually in a bit of trouble bot. He's going to get gone on by the Terrorblade and the Witch Doctor. Terrorblade is Metamorphosis right now. He's got almost the whole duration up. Slardar's going to get the stun off, blink away.
Oh, 6 stun.
Nice. That was a smart move, blinking away instead of trying to fight that. And we're actually going to see a stun come out on the Bear. Venge is going to swap the Druid. They're going to just straight up kill the Druid anyway. And Terrorblade just getting destroyed by that magic damage. Slardar coming back in low health with a 3-mana Ravage. And we're going to see Visage continuing to attack the fucking whatever his name is. Everyone's dying. I lost track there. Nah, that was a really rough fight for Oldbois there. They kind of underestimated the amount of magic damage coming out from Esphere, and especially their response time for the lone druid kill. They'd already burned the Vengeful Spirit ult,
Dyer's top
and
tower
Visage
is
was
under
sitting
attack.
at max souls,
Dyer's structures are
ready for
fortified.
the nuke.
Radiant structures
Yeah,
are
he got 2
fortified.
great soul assumptions off there. First on the Terrorblade, and then I think on the Venge the second time.
Radiant's
And yeah,
bottom
Oldbois
tower
just didn't have
is
the
under
support there.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I completely blanked on the name of
Dyer's
Witch
top
Doctor for some
tower is
reason
under
that fight.
attack.
That's why I was like, what is his name? What am I doing? What am I saying? And then once you realize that you forgot to say something, it's like 20 minutes later because you're trying to talk so fast, and then you get caught up and stumble. Ooh, Blightstone picked up on
Dyer's
Visage, so
middle
he's gonna
tower
have a
is
lot of
under
minus
attack.
armor to deal with his Terrorblade. If I'm Terrorblade, I'm actually a little scared right now of the amount of damage that
Yeah,
Visage.
so it looks like he will get the.
Yeah.
Dyer's middle
Yeah,
tower
he's got the
has
medallion
fallen.
and
Looks like he will
the
be going for the
Blightstone.
medallion.
That's a bit scary. Plus
The Blightstone
Slardar.
is actually now it's now part of the medallion.
No, but like, oh, it is part of the medallion? Interesting.
Yep. He actually has the gold for it if he wants. I believe. Yeah.
I've been asked to turn on my audio. There we go. Okay. But seriously, just with the medallion plus the Slardar, that's a lot of minus armor. Especially like once you get a Solar Crest, that's just a lot of potential minus armor there on the Terrorblade. And Slardar actually going in for the stun. He's gonna get double ulted by the Queen of Pain and the Beastmaster. He's just gonna die to that magic damage. Crystal Maiden, unfortunately, stepping in, trying to help her buddy, but she's gonna fall too quickly because of her squishiness. Zeus, the sole defender of this tower, he's actually got an Aether Lens now, which is good for him. Queen of Pain, though, sitting at level 11 now, top of the net worth chart, and top of the level chart for that matter, even out leveling Slardar. So she's continuing her rampage here. Almost has an Orchid as well, and it looks like we're gonna see a little bit of a go on her. Visage done a little late, trying to catch her out. She's really slippery right
Dyer's
now.
bottom tower is
She's
under
got
attack.
her blink max.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Definitely hard for for Esphere to catch her out. And bot lane Terrorblade's just pushing away at this T2. Slardar trying to stun him up, but all he can do is run. And he manages to get the deny,
Dyer's
though.
bottom
Good for
tower
him.
has been denied.
So what do you think is the method to deal with Queen of Pain this game, if you're Esphere?
They're basically going to have to try to
Dyer's
burst her
top
down as well,
tower is
but
under attack.
she's going to have a BKB, I would assume. Actually, is she missing? Okay, here we go. She has another Oblivion Staff on the...
Oh no,
barrier.
Slardar, no! The Zeus ult goes out, but Terrorblade swapped his health. Slardar running away. He got down to like 60 HP. He's going to get found by the Venge, but blinks away just in time. Crystal Maiden ult is out. Does a ton of damage, and they can't see her, but they're finally going to finish her off. Walking around those trees. See, now would be the time for a Zeus ult with 2 low heroes, but unfortunately, that was already popped.
Yeah. I think they wanted to try to burst the Terrorblade down before he could get Sunder off.
So it looks like Druid actually skipped the Midas completely. He's only sitting on 1100 gold right now. Do you think it's too late for him to go Radiance? Actually, speaking of Lone Druid,
Oh,
he's going to
no,
get
definitely
stunned up
not.
and Witch Doctor ulted. Losing some more gold there.
It has to get pretty late for Radiance to be a bad idea. On that hero, it just lets you farm so much,
Right.
so well with the bear. Excuse me. Yeah, 16 minutes is definitely not too late to go for it.
And
It looks like the Visage will actually be going mech,
Yeah.
which is pretty. Actually, I think it actually is probably a little bit better than the Medallion, because like we said, right, they have a lot of minus armor from the Slardar, so I don't think you need the Medallion quite yet. And mech is definitely a lot better.
Right.
Looks like he'll have the gold for it now if he wants.
Slardar actually, I don't know if he didn't check Terrorblade's mana or wasn't sure if he scaled it, but he kept going into that fight like he didn't have the time to finish him off while stunned, and he's lucky he didn't die there to the Terrorblade ult. Oh, and it looks like Terrorblade's actually, he's not going to go Sanjin Yasha, he's just going to straight up go for the Manta style. So he's looking to push, he's looking to end soon. I can't really blame him against this lineup with all this minus armor. I wouldn't want to deal with that later into the game.
Yeah, Manta is sort of the ideal item against Slardar, because you don't have to BKB it for at least for an Edge carry, right? You can dispel the the amp damage, and he's got treads, Aquila, Manta at 18 minutes. Pretty decent farm. You'll see he's at the top of the net worth with 8k, just followed behind by his other 2 cores. And it looks like the Beastmaster has caught up. He's got his book 2.
Yeah,
looks
he
like
got
he
kind
will
of
be going
ignored.
book 3.
He just kind of showed up back again, basically. He's just been consistently farming here. Kind of an
Yeah, he's actually
afterthought.
done a pretty good job of recovering. And it seems a lot of teams actually prioritize using this hero as sort of a split push. And the Visage is actually going to be Queen of Pain ulted here, but Orca
looks
damage
like
not enough to finish him off.
She burned about everything there. Didn't quite get him though. He popped his buckler, which could have helped. Slardar just trying to get some vision. I think he's about to have an armlet. Druid sitting on about 1,800 gold, and he's gonna get gone on by Terrorblade here. Metamorphosis is out, and Druid fortunately does not catch the illusion with the roar. So, he's not losing too much gold. A lot of it is reliable. A lot of it actually. No, it's really not. He's just getting lucky and not losing too much gold. Hasn't really done much around the map in terms of kills or anything. He's 0-5, in fact. Do you think that was like
yeah, and that's where
Oldbois?
OB's offlaner has done a lot better job, because he's a little bit more useful, right, with the roar, and now that he's got the necro books. So him plus the support is a kill, right? A roar plus a witch doctor ult is a kill on a lot of heroes, as we saw. They got to kill the lone druid a little bit better. And the Beastmaster, while he didn't get the greatest XP in this lane, he sort of avoided dying, and like we said, he's been sort of by himself getting his farm up. Looks like the Slardar will be initiated on here a little bit, but he'll TP. And, ooh boy, that's really fortunate for him. The Witch Doctor wasn't able to gain vision.
Yeah, it's interesting, like if you listen to Admiral Bulldog talk about Lone Druid, like his hero, he talks about how he is a hero that brings your team to the forefront. He doesn't catch up, he makes you ahead from the get-go. And if you're not able to do that on him, if you're having enough trouble, like I think it was an Oldbois plan of action, whether they realized it or not, to shut down the Lone Druid and invalidate his early game presence, or early mid game presence, really. Like he's not sitting on a ton of items. He doesn't do that much damage right now. He's playing catch up, and that's not really where you want to be as a Lone Druid, more so than other heroes.
Yeah, so Metamorph is actually coming off and cooldown in about 40 seconds. And I wouldn't be too surprised if Oldbois went for it grouped up and tried to get a pick off. Maybe they could either take Roche or they could take the tier 2. They might try to do, sort of one before the other. Looks like they're gonna dodge the map movements here of Esphere. But I think they actually are pretty wise to, what's happening. They just got vision of all the heroes.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually knocking on the back door of Esphere up here. Queen of Pain hanging out by the racks. She's actually doing some damage to the T3.
Yeah, and this is smart, right? They're avoiding the map movements of the enemies, applying pressure and getting a lot of farm on the map. You'll see the Terrorblade's in his jungle. Kind of an odd 2-man smoke, actually. Maybe they're just going to try to sneak Rosh? Yeah, it could be that they're not.
Ooh, they might get spotted out by the Maiden.
Exactly.
Ooh, looks like they're going to go to commit to the Maiden. She's got friends, though. I'm going to see the Zeus. They don't know yet. Okay, now they know. Queen of Pain actually comes on in. Crystal Maiden's going to get silenced. Nice 2-man Ravage from the Slardar. Zeus ult is out. Lots of ults being dropped. Metamorphosis is popped. We're going to see the Slardar fall. Zeus fall to the Queen of Pain. Crystal Maiden ult is out. Lone Druid trying to fight his way through the Beastmaster, but he just takes so much damage. Vinge is going to get lost. Looks like Queen of Pain might be able to pick off the Crystal Maiden. She's silenced right now, but once she gets that stun up, Queen of Pain could be in trouble. And Terrorblade's going to come clean up her mess. Nice stun from the Visage. Visage actually with a killing spree. But dominating Terrorblade now. 4 heroes down for Esphere. And looks like Visage going to try and hold him off. He's got no mana right now, though. And Terrorblade using up his Metamorphosis here. They want to take Rax. They want to end this now. And Queen of Pain actually going in on the Visage. Going to see a buyback from Zeus. I'm not sure he can do that much right now, though. I mean, he can maybe deal with the creeps, but if Queen of Pain decides to jump on him, even at low health. And it looks like with Metamorphosis,
looks like he's just going to save the Rax.
Yeah, Metamorphosis is going on cooldown. They're going to back off.
Yeah, that was huge for Oldbois. I think they were going to be able to turn that fight into sort of the game here. Seems like their map movements have been actually pretty intelligent. And, converging on the mid tower. They're getting pickoffs. Zeus didn't get to do too much damage. He got almost immediately blown up by the Queen of Pain. And the only kind of success they had in the fight was the Visage finding the Venge sort of all alone and committing all of his resources to her. But when you commit, your high damage Visage to the Venge kill, looks like they're actually going to be able to pick her off.
Yeah, and that's actually, I know it doesn't get talked about much, but that's actually 20% armor damage reduction on Slardar. So it's going to be a bit harder for them to take Roche here. Yeah, did you notice Terrorblade actually, if you look at the courier, he's building a Scotty. He's almost got it too.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's just his full stats build. He just wants to be able to tank up. It looks like Esphere is going to be able to get Roche.
Yeah, I think Oldbois knows here.
They're actually going to contest. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious, right?
Well, yeah.
They kill the Avenge right in the pit. But they're going to get a ward out here, so they
there's
can't
the cask.
see.
Cask
Ooh,
goes
man,
out.
this is going to be a good cask.
Queen of Pain backed out a bit. Lone Druid, the only one inside the pit really right now. Crystal Maiden hops in too.
Yeah, Quapult is actually coming up. And Metamorph as well, although he doesn't have.
They do have Beastmaster ult as well. Queen of Pain ult is going to go out on two. She's going to blink in. There's the Beastmaster stun on the Visage. Visage is blocked. He's going to throw out his mech. Cask is going to bounce to the Slardar and the Zeus. Queen of Pain going to go in now. Slardar still stunned up. He's going to get Orchided. He's going to try and run away. She's doing so much damage with that Orchid. She's got another blink. She's going to throw in a Shadow Strike. Slardar is going to fall. 4 dead for Esphere. Lone Druid, the only one retreating. And another really bad fight for Esphere. And it looks like this is going to end in an Oldbois Roshan. I don't think
that's 4,000 XP and 3,000 gold.
Oh god.
And Roshan. So yeah, that was pretty huge. That Quapult was beautiful.
Yeah, it was like right at the tail end of everything, but it caught the right heroes. And she's actually even going to pick up a BKB, so she's even more of a problem now. And she's just spiraling out of control here.
Yeah, Esphere, I don't think they can actually kill her.
Look,
they'd have to get
pretty
lucky with their...
Take a look at the hero levels right now. We've got 15, 15, 13, and then 11. All on OB. And then 11, 11, 11, 11, 9 on Esphere.
Right. Yeah, it's just OB's map movements, I think. They've been a little bit more efficient. We saw Esphere after one of those fights, they kind of respawned, and they were all hanging out here, right? And OB were, they were pretty wise to it. And we saw, they immediately, the Queen of Pain headed top, started pressuring the base. They sent 2 heroes mid to pressure the tower. The Terrorblade was farming his jungle safely, right? And then they all converged for that fight. And I think off of that fight is right, where we'll see them sort of take their lead and close it out to a victory. They do, it's not an insurmountable lead here. Esphere definitely can come back into it. They have a lot of tower damage. They can get some decent pickoffs with Zeus, with Slardar, but Oldbois kind of has to keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah, just an FYI to the person who just Steam messaged me about calling Slardar Crush's Ravage. I was saying that to be ironic because it's Slithering Crush. Like when you hit 4 heroes, it's basically a Ravage, right? And speaking of Slardar, he's gonna run away. Queen of Pain just harassing the hell out of Esphere right now. I bet they can't even, they feel like they can't go anywhere without being jumped on. Who actually picked up Aegis that last fight? Was it? Oh, it was Terrorblade. So it looks like Druid is he's getting really close to his relic. He's wanting to be careful right now, probably. About 300 gold off from the relic. So what's their battle strategy right now? I mean, they don't want to choke themselves for farm too much, but actually my co-caster is just chopped off for a second, so it looks like I am soloing. Bit of a mic issue there. Get it fixed. Up top, Vengeful Spirit with a swap out on the Lone Druid. Not sure what that swap was about. Terrorblade coming in. He's going to throw out an illusion. Lone Druid getting bursted down. He's so close to his relic, just 50 gold off, but he's not going to be able to get it. Bear with the scare away, but Lone Druid, he's going to fall. Oh god. So much. He only lost about 300 gold, but that's another, 5 minutes maybe. And we're looking at Esphere here trying to stack up on the top side. I don't know how they're going to be able to defend this here. Zeus is actually buying a tome. He's going to put himself to level 13. Look, Beastmaster stun is out on the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's going to fall. Nice Slardar stun. Terrorblade does so much damage though. Zeus still has his ult up. He wants to use it. I know he does. Lone Druid buyback. And this is actually tanking up that damage pretty well. And Terrorblade was in a bit of trouble, but he got swapped out. Oh, 3-man Queen of Pain ult and Lone Druid ult. 3 heroes down for Esphere, 2 in just that burst. Racks are down, Dr. Spike calling GG. Game 1 goes to Oldbois. What a performance. They absolutely destroyed Esphere. Building evidently on that momentum from Manila. Very good game coming out from them. And let's take a look at the stats here at the end. Let's see what we see. So let's take a look at the Queen of Pain. Gold per minute, XP per minute, almost at 600. And you know, it's impressive, like, on these heroes to be out farming a Lone Druid. He ended up with basically no items. He was trying to get that Radiance so bad. And like he really wanted it, but it just didn't work out from the early game pressure coming from OB was just too much. That push was too hard. Queen of Pain actually not dying this entire game. Lone Druid not getting a kill. So they definitely did their job in suppressing him. Anyways, game 1 goes to Oldbois. So we will see you back in just a little bit with game 2. Gonna throw on some more music.
Anything I want from you, I feel like I could try. And it feels so damn good. The way it should. My God, have you changed? Even your kisses feel strange and brand new. You've grown in attitude. My nice little gal's got rude. So, hello stranger, who I feel an air of danger. The buzz of new love, the same hand deals but in a different glow. And it feels so damn good. The way it should. The way it should. You change your look, your style, and the love that you give. You become the girl I would have cheated on you with. You change your look, your style, and the love that you give. You become the girl I would have cheated on you with. You've been repackaged. I unwrap and see that you've been remade. I'm amazed you've managed to matter my foes but remain unfazed. I've seen you transform, deconstruct and reform. I thought we were winding down. Walk into the exit but you turned us around. And it feels so damn good. The way it should. You change your look, your style, and the love that you give. You become the girl I would have cheated on you with. The new you comes through. Where's the old you been? What do I do to keep such a heart rich king? Now I have to change to keep you surprised and treat you mean, to keep you close. Oh, you're the one that I love most. And it feels so damn good.
makes me grieve. Close friends of mine are in disbelief, as they can see what's underneath. Fluttering lashes, red lips and pearly white teeth. I don't show it, but I quiver whenever you come near, and I cannot decipher between the thrill and the fear. I wanna stop it, but like it too much to let it stop here. It's wrong, but I want it tonight. It was not my own volition, but I fell in deep. By running the distance I've been advised to keep, I trot to the wolf as a doubting sheep. It's wrong, but I want it tonight. Fear and delight, all the way through the night, with a little daring do. Oh, I'll fall in love with you. Fear and delight, all the way through the night, with a little daring do. Oh, I'll fall in love with you. I'm a little boy who's gonna be getting his fingers burned, but I can see the lessons gotta be learned. They say the boys have been tried, but they weren't. It's wrong, but I want it tonight. In any case, my friends, it's too late. Like a moth to light, like a beast to bait. And I know the black widow eats its mate. It's wrong, but I want it tonight. Fear and delight, all the way through the night, with a little daring do. Oh, I'll fall in love with you. Fear and delight, all the way through the night, with a little daring do. Oh, I'll fall in love with you. I'm an innocent being seduced by your charms. I'm a young boy tickled to death in your arms. Your kisses taste like bitter almonds. It's wrong, but I want you tonight. An addiction pulling me to a grave end. You're an enemy who I'm keen to defend. Down the black hole of my lust I descend. It's wrong, but I want you tonight. Fear and delight, all the way through the night, with a little daring do. Oh, I'll fall in love with you. Why is it that I'm keen to be devoured by you? And there's the option of a love affair that's pure and true. I always choose a dungeon over the sea view. It's wrong, but I want it tonight. When I'm out the other side, I say never again.
Alrighty, welcome to Game 2 of the COD League Qualifiers number 2 between Oldbois and Esphere Online. First game going to Oldbois. Welcome back, General Pants.
Hello.
So, what do you expect to change here in this game?
We might see a Terrorblade ban. Turns out that hero does a lot of
10
damage.
seconds remaining.
And I think with the Venge draft, right, and then, you know,
Dire team ban.
Beastmaster, their pushing power is actually pretty sick. And their map movements were just definitely a lot better. I think they got did a lot better than Esphere after the lanes sort of settled. We will see another Axe ban here, another Invoker ban.
Another Void ban.
Teams.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Not a lot of surprising stuff, to be honest.
5
Yeah, you know, and with the way they dealt with it so well last game, I don't think we'll see a Lone Druid ban. I really doubt. Bans are pretty much identical to the last game, and a first pick Beastmaster on Esphere this time.
Team pick.
Looking to get a hold of that bad boy early. It did turn out to work really well. He managed to find farm last game, managed to find push. And first pick Mirana for Oldbois. Is she in competitive? Is she typically run as a support or a mid?
Well, recently I think is a mid now that their Ags was added. When I first saw it, I didn't think it was going to be very good. But I didn't know that it actually, I assumed that it was just going to trigger Starfall. I don't think I read it correctly, perhaps, but turns out that basically what it gives you is 2 Starstorms in a row, and that is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
just
right.
Even,
I saw,
leaping in and double Starstorm is pretty great. If especially if the hero is alone, or if you can sort of leap close enough to the hero, you get 4 Starfall hits on someone, or excuse me, Starstorm hits on someone. That's a lot of damage.
Yep, I would agree.
I believe the second time is what, 75% of the damage. So that's what, 250% of 300 damage. That's pretty sick.
5 seconds
So maybe a bit
remaining.
of an underestimated combo, the Mirana Crystal Maiden. Usually she's paired up with like Bane or someone
Reserve
else with
time.
a like a sleep like that, but Crystal Maiden does just as well with Mirana. Maybe a little bit slower, move speed wise, but you know, she can make up for it, especially with a leap. At bonus move speed.
Yeah, it's almost like these teams just sort of traded sides.
Yeah, I was about
See
to
the
say
Crystal Maiden on
that.
the die there. We'll see Beastmaster Venge as the opening picks even from Esphere on the Radiant.
What are we gonna see
Definitely
next? The
two very
Terrorblade?
good aura
Radiant team
carriers.
ban.
Yeah, could be.
Just pick the exact same draft just for the other team. I mean, if it won last game, it's gonna win this game, right? And there's a Zeus ban actually from
Dire
Esphere
team
as well.
ban.
Interesting. I hope I keep holding out. I really want to see the Meepo, and like you're down. Next game is your elimination. Might be time to draft the Meepo.
Who is the player, Benny?
Yeah.
Against Mirana and Crystal Maiden, I don't think it's the worst.
Yeah. Here, let me pull up his Dota buff here. So
So far, at least.
he
But
looks like he's actually
I guess we'll have to see.
he's played a lot of Beastmaster too, about 164 games. Yeah, he's 547 Meepo games and a 60% win rate on Meepo. One can dream, right? One can dream.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, bans are pretty similar to the first one. Batrider actually got banned out on Esphere, which is funny because they have the
10
counter already
seconds
with the Vengeful
remaining.
Spirit. I don't totally like. Do you think that's a worthwhile ban if you already
5
have a
seconds
Vengeful Spirit
remaining.
and a Beastmaster?
I mean, that can still be a
Reserve
strong
time.
pick. Definitely a strong hero in some lanes. And even if you don't have the Venge, if you don't have the Venge or the Beastmaster immediately right next to there, Bat's definitely a lot better at just getting pickoffs, sort of like a Beastmaster maybe,
Radiant team
but
pick.
just lassoing someone from fog is pretty insane. So if the Venge is not right there ready to swap, Bat's definitely strong.
So
And
okay,
we will see a clockwork.
seconds
yeah, I just checked the
remaining.
stats. He's only been picked once in this entire league over the past 4 months, however
5
long it's gone on.
seconds remaining.
So a bit unconventional, but it's gonna be fun.
Reserve time.
Yeah, it seems the changes to cogs are. I'm not sure if it was end up being a buff, but
Yeah, how do
we
you?
haven't really seen too much play after that change, and I haven't actually played too much of it
Dire team pick.
since that. It seems like people are maybe just too used to the square cogs. I'm not sure. It a lot of games I've seen where heroes basically just kind of get pushed out instead of a lot of times you'd see these insane kind of vacuum cogs, people would call them, where it just sucks them right in. But with the circular cogs, it seems to make a lot more sense, right? You have to be kind of pretty
5
much on top of the
seconds
target,
remaining.
So okay,
set up the cogs, and they'll be trapped.
off the top of your head, since you're my analyst person, I expect you to know
Reserve
this no
time.
matter what. Is Venge's range for swap big enough that she doesn't get pushed back by the cogs? Level 1.
If she's standing outside of the cogs,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. Like, would
If
she?
she's standing outside, oh, I see. She can walk in.
Radiant team
Yeah, I
pick.
believe so.
Okay, that's all I was curious about. 'Cause
700's
that's
not that.
yeah, I know it's not that small.
700's not that big.
I didn't know what the
Yeah.
pushback range was on the cogs.
Or that not that small. Excuse me.
So okay, there's actually an Earthshaker, which it looks like this Mirana is going to be going mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Earthshaker or Crystal Maiden is kind of scary just because of the mana regen aura, plus the
5
double,
seconds
triple
remaining.
stuns. And that pretty much throws out my whole Meepo
Reserve
idea.
time.
So forget I said that.
Right. There is no Terrorblade ban so far, but I think Beastmaster and Queen of Pain are a lot better equipped to deal with a Terrorblade than the lineup they had before.
I really think the
Um,
Queen of Pain was purely to not punish the Clockwork, but avoid him. Just with that.
Yeah, it is
that
one of the
blink out.
heroes you have a harder time. Killing.
But if they channel their stuns well, they've got Crystal Maiden stun into Mirana stun into Earthshaker double stun on the Queen of Pain. They should be able to deal with her, but whether or not that actually turns out that way, I guess we'll see.
Hook into arrow could be a pretty potent combo. Just getting the cogs on someone, making him sit still for a couple seconds while you launch the
Right.
arrow is pretty good. I'm not sure if it's possible. I guess the arrow would have to be. I think if you put it in the middle of the cogs, I don't think you can avoid it. I'm not sure how
Yeah,
exactly how
it's a
big
lot
cogs
bigger
are compared to
hitbox.
the hitbox of air.
It's a lot bigger hitbox
Yeah.
than you'd actually expect based on what it looks
Especially
like.
if you're getting battery assaulted.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty hard to run around
Which, you know,
effectively
I
dodge it.
think the Beastmaster cast animation for his ult is longer than Clockwork's. Like it's Clockwork's battery assault prevents him from casting his ult.
I don't think you can roar instead of battery assault.
Yeah, so even if he's not cogs, that could be an issue for Beastmaster, assuming he's the one who takes the battery assault.
One thing they do have though is swap to deal with.
Right.
Like you mentioned before. So if someone does get, if their carry, right, or even the Beastmaster or the Queen of Pain's in trouble, you can swap her out. An Ember Spirit.
Ooh, that's fun.
I think that's the big. Please don't pick Terrorblade pick.
Yeah. He's gonna have
But what it does leave them is they don't have so much of a frontliner here. Ember Spirit. They do have a lot of magic damage on Oldbois, but it is a lot of lockdown. So Ember Spirit.
That's what I was worrying about. Like he's got a.
If he
he's
doesn't
got
have Flame Shield up, or Flame Guard, excuse me.
Yeah, he
has to be careful.
He's got to have Flame Guard and he's got to have a Remnant constantly.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, that's an interesting pickup. I guess I think this is definitely an Aetherlens. I mean, what game isn't an Aetherlens game for Venge? But I think she's gonna try hard to get it early this game, just dealing with all these
10
different
seconds remaining.
methods of lockdown, especially arrow targets. You know, that 4-second stun. If you could swap them into a safer place to ride out the stun duration, that's that much more of a win. Definitely worth the ult.
Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, something else they could go for here is like an Abaddon or a Dazzle. Abaddon would be pretty good because you can immediately shield off the arrow stun, and it will help the Ember go frontline a little bit better, or a Beastmaster, or the Queen getting, if they try to prioritize her with their spells, the shield can be pretty good at turning engagements. So I actually wouldn't be surprised to see a hero like an Abaddon.
I know he's not really popular, but do you think Silencer support could be picked up by Esphere?
5 seconds remaining.
It could be. I think Silencer is a little bit too.
Dire team pick.
It would be a little bit too squishy and not maneuverable against Clockwork.
Well, and a healthy alternative being Disruptor, of course. These are going to be fun team fights. I can already see it. Lots of big ults, lots of lockdown,
10
lots of
seconds
crazy
remaining.
zip-zapping around from the Ember Spirit and the blinks from the Queen and the swaps from Venge.
5 seconds remaining.
Actually,
so similar to last game, I think actually if Esphere don't get ahead in the first kind of 20 minutes, I think they have a little bit of a hard time playing from behind. Ember Spirit is hard to go high ground against, and Beastmaster is good at split pushing, but Disruptor is not a very good hero when you're behind. He's a lot better when you glimpse people because you're chasing them, right? You're ahead in the fight, you're chasing people, and they get glimpsed back, caught out of position.
Yeah, so let's see what this. Ooh, Phantom Assassin. Oh man, has she been picked this tournament? I gotta look now. Hold on. She's been picked once. So yeah, second game for second game for Phantom Assassin, second game for Clockwork. Not really what you think of as conventional, like competitive heroes, which is part of what I love about these like T2, T3 type tournaments. Is you just see all kinds of crazy stuff. You learn a lot too. You learn what can work because people are willing to take risk here. So what do you think about the Phantom Assassin?
I think I'm not exactly sure what to think, to be honest. I think she actually gets kited pretty easily, right? I think they have swap, they have pretty mobile cores. The Ember will always be able to remnant away, right? We'll have Blink on Queen of Pain. And even if she does go BKB, right? There's still swap, there's still roar, there's still Quapult that'll go through that.
Well, and there's still Blade Mail too.
Right. And so I don't think this is a game where you can sort of get BKB and go ham as a PA. But they do have quite a bit of lockdown on oh boy, I think I just timed out from the game.
Oh no. You haven't DC'd yet. I don't see a DC.
Oh. Okay. I accidentally clicked it. Okay, that's what happened.
Ooh, it looks like Clockwork might run
I'm
into the
getting back in.
4 heroes here. He hasn't put any points up yet, so he has a chance to skill Cogs if he needs it. And he's going to get that block off on the pole camp there. So, yeah, the I feel like Phantom Assassin, like...
30 seconds to battle.
She's just not, especially with the Blade Mail change, like especially with the Blade Mail change, she is just not strong.
I'm not sure that anyone on their team will be going Blade. There's not, you know, a natural Blade Mail character, hero on Esphere.
Arguably Beastmaster, maybe?
Master could, but you know, Necro 3 Blink is definitely a much better build from him, I would think.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, if
you see refreshers a lot of the times. Yeah, I don't think they need it to deal with her, to be honest.
Yeah, because like
I
you
don't
said, their
think
mobility.
they'll get Blade Mail in. Yeah.
And he's got a pretty cool Beastmaster set going on. So what kind of Actually, never mind. That was a stupid question. I'm not even going to ask it. Tri-lane up top with a Crystal Maiden, a mobile PA, and an Earthshaker. That's kind of scary if you're Beastmaster. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think they have a pretty solid roaming duo here. They might even try to go on the Quap. They do have Root from Frostbite, and they do have the possibility of a long-range stun from Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Arrow was used to either try to secure a CS, or maybe it was just sort of a one of the sort of blinder arrows where you just kind of throw it like, okay, if it hits the creep wave, that's fine. It, you know, gets me a CS. But, you know, there is a small chance that it'll, you know, the waters of the Red Sea will part and it'll hit the Queen Pain right in the face.
By the Red Sea, do you mean dire creeps?
Right.
I can't. I was gonna check the combat log and tell you, but it's not showing up for me. Oh, looks like we're going.
So Beastmaster will have to play a little bit careful. They have a pretty long range stun from Fissure, right? And I think if the Crystal Maiden gets in with a Frostbite, they can track him down pretty easily.
Yeah,
Venom Assassin also has an Orb of Venom, which is interesting to note. Now Dagger will apply the Orb of Venom slow.
Right. I didn't think about that.
Basically just a PA attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, Orb of Venom PA is actually pretty good in the early game, because you can apply it, you know, from a long distance, and I think it'll give you still the melee slow. I think it's the 12. It'll give you the 12%.
They saw that smoke. Radiant knows that Crystal Maiden and Beastmaster are smoked up. Queen of Pain does not have blink skilled, so she might just have to back off for a bit. And interesting little arrow going off there. I think I don't know. That's one of those arrows that I think she would argue was intentionally for that creep, but I don't think it was. Yeah, definitely scouted out the smoke there, but I don't know that he knows they're rotating back around for him up the river. Smoke's actually about to wear off, so if they're going to make a move, it would have to be now, but I think creeps are going to prevent that for the time being. Good ward placement
I'm not sure
there,
if
though.
they can dive him under the tower. Does he have vision of them?
He had vision when they smoked right up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to harass him a
They have
bit.
so much vision down the river. It's insane. Oh, they have it. Yeah, they have that ward. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why.
Clockwork's actually getting fairly harassed out of lane here. Ember Spear being really pressure-y. And they can't exactly pull right now, except for maybe this camp. Which it looks like is going to happen. Nice pull. So yeah, it's that camp is actually a lot nicer to pull now because of the a stack and a pull, because of the 2 little centaur creeps instead of just 1. That'll get Venge some levels as well. And Disruptor actually running into Clockwork. I don't think Clockwork can do much of anything to hurt him though. Did you see how many tangos that Phantom Assassin brought? She's got 8, or had 8.
Yeah, it really depends, I think, on the hero, how you prefer to play in lane. Sometimes just a double tango instead of tango south is what you want. I think on Terrorblade, he actually did this build last game where he went double tango and then I think went for a stout and a what's that item? Slipper.
Oh,
yeah, Slipper to get the early PMS. With Terrorblade, it's very good because you don't have the highest strength and your base regen is actually pretty good. So you only want some tangos. You might even be able to get away with just one set of tangos in some games, but double tango is definitely the safer play. Looks like he's actually foregoing any sort of stout shield or ring of protection. He's gonna get boots, Blightstone, and he's got the Orb of Venom. So this is a pretty aggressive build. He wants to get some kills. This is not hit creeps build.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna spam the dagger on Benny here.
Yeah, dagger's so cheap to throw, there's no reason not to. And Benny's actually going to get pretty low. He does have more tangos, he's got to be a bit careful. They did manage to deward that spot where they saw him smoke. Actually spending a lot on sentry wards, and Earthshaker's going to come in.
Here's the fissure.
And all they need is a Crystal Maiden stun here. They've got the Nova, he's going to break the trees, he's going to run, but Phantom Assassin rather is going to blink in. Disruptor TPing in super low, I don't know why he came to that tower. He's gonna, he breaks the Earthshaker's salve, but he's so low right now, doesn't have enough mana for hardly anything. He's gonna throw out a kinetic field. He's gonna get killed by Earthshaker. I don't know why he came there. And now Venge coming in too. PA's level of evade is just too strong. And PA's level 4 now with those 2 kills. PA's gonna try and run now. I don't know if they have any way to lock her down. They're gonna throw out the stun. Yeah, they're gonna throw out the stun. She doesn't have mana for blink. I don't know that they have a way to lock her down long enough to catch her though. We're going to see a rotation from the 2 supports. Queen of Pain is going to come in, though.
Oh, boy.
And she's only level 5, so no ult, but there's the second stun. There's the Scream. 202 gold.
Perfect.
The Queen of Pain. I don't know. I don't know why Disruptor TP'd in there. Because Beastmaster was already dead. And speaking of Beastmaster, just dewarding everything now. That was really strange.
And that was definitely worth it for the PA, but Esphere definitely benefited from getting a kill on the Queen of Pain there. Do you remember who got first blood? Was it the Earthshaker or was it the PA? It was the Earthshaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Earthshaker. Oh no, sorry, that's the
Maiden. Yeah, it was Crystal Maiden.
Crystal Maiden, yeah.
Or Spirit's actually, or Spirit, one of the Spirits, whichever one, the fiery one, is, he's forming okay down bot. Not really too much harass that a Clockwork can do against him. He's actually been alone for a while, too.
Yeah, and the supports have actually been pretty efficient from Esphere here. They've gotten off a couple stacks. The small camp is stacked. I think there's a medium camp stacked. Yep, over here. Should definitely benefit the Ember once he gets, a couple points in Flaming Guard. You can do a couple stacks. Will definitely accelerate your farm.
Right. Did you catch the game earlier with Vegetable Esports? The Ember Spirit had 1500 CS by the end of the game.
Yeah, that was insane.
He was like, just take out entire creep waves at once. He had so much damage. Clockwork actually could be in a little trouble here. Oh, the Courier could be in trouble too. Looks like Disruptor's gonna get battery assaulted. Ember Spirit's gonna come in now. Ooh, the cogs actually land on Ember Spirit, but the battery assault's a little too much for him to be able to get off chains. And unfortunately, his mana did get drained as well, so he lost the ability to cast chains.
Courier has been killed.
The Courier does get finished off though, so.
Oh, 1,000
gold.
That was Bottle. Boots for the Crystal Maiden. Wow.
How do you check that?
I just used the Courier hotkey. You have to have a dire person selected.
Mine's not working. Mine's bound to a key that's one of the graphs.
Oh.
I was like, why is it not working? So last hits, PA and Ember are actually pretty close. Same with Mirana and Queen of Pain. Level-wise, also pretty identical. From a number of standpoints, this is a really even game so far. Yeah, definitely Mirana's probably hurting for that Courier right now.
Yeah, I don't think anything that's happened here in the first couple 7 minutes will define the game. I think it's, as usual, what will happen after the laning phase sort of breaks out. Breaks down.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
We'll see how that goes to, sort of to see how the game will go.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen that much rotation from the Crystal Maiden Earthshaker yet. I was expecting a bit more. But speaking of rotation, we're actually going to see a smoke from Beastmaster. Just kind of a solo smoke here. Maybe baiting out with the Venge. They know Mirana knows the Venge and Queen of Pain are there. It looks like he wants to go in on Mirana though. She does have.
They do have Roar and Sonic Wave.
Yeah.
So yeah.
She has
they
leap.
might
They've
try
just
to
got
go
to
on
time it
this.
right. She's liable to just leap away as soon as that happens. And yeah, we're gonna see a TP out from the Venge, kind of lull her into a false sense of security. I suppose Beastmaster's moved up to the cliff.
Yeah, the clock was actually making an aggressive move onto the Disruptor. He ended up having to hook away to the creeps, but the Venge TP'd to try to do that.
And Mirana's getting gone on. We're going to see the stun out. We're going to see the Queen of Pain ult out. And Mirana's going to fall. Rotation coming in from the Earthshaker. He's going to catch out the Beastmaster. But I don't think we're going to see a return kill here. Too much delay on the TPs. Nice setup from the Beastmaster. Nice long range kill with the stun. And Queen of Pain almost has enough money for her Blink Dagger now, so that's good. 1900 gold. Integral item on her.
Bottom tower is under
So what
attack.
kind of itemization do you expect to see from
Radiant's
Phantom
top
Assassin?
tower is under attack.
That's what I was just thinking about. Like I said, this Orb of Venom, the Blightstone, the Phase Boots, this doesn't strike me as a farming PA. I don't think we're going to see Battle Fury.
Yeah.
We could, but I don't think that's where she's going. And if she was going for that, I think she'd be buying a Ring of Health from the side shop, which she actually just does. So it could be that we will see the Battle Fury.
Or it could be that it could be a Vanguard too, with the whole changes to the Abyssal Blade. Like you played that the other day,
that I've thought about.
Yeah, I played it with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure how good it was. It is. I think it could be good, but you know, a competitive game might not be the best place to try it out. I think we'll see the Battle Fury. To be honest, she's got the Quelling Blade.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like with that.
I don't think it's necessarily a mistake to go for the Battle Fury. I just wasn't sure if she would be going more aggressive, considering the fact that she picked up those 2 items.
I was gonna say I don't think this has necessarily been like as aggressive as Oldbois wants to be, and Ember Spirit actually could be in a bit of trouble. He's gonna chain up the Clockwork. Gonna get stunned a bit, but no. As I was saying though, I don't think this has been quite as aggressive as Oldbois wanted to be, and I think she might be adjusting. Okay, hey. Maybe I'm not supposed to be fighting early. Maybe I need to farm and win this late. Oh, those cogs weird me out now. That was actually a cheeky little play he did right here. He blocked the Ember Spirit from walking up the stairs.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Ember Spirit actually picked off Earth Spirit. How did I miss that? Ember Spirit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's they caught him out with a fissure, got in range for a hook, and then the Echo Slam finished him off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that lockdown we were talking about.
It's actually pretty well done by them. Yeah.
Crystal Maiden's actually getting some decent farm in the jungle as far as things go on a Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, and that's kind of the advantage of the hero, right? She can be in the jungle a little bit.
Ooh,
once the PA gets a few more levels, or excuse me, few more items, she might go into the jungle, and we might see a hero take over the safe lane. Not sure how they're going to want to play it.
Wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Earthshaker to finish off a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, great ward here though, from the Dire, spotting out the Venge.
Oh yeah.
And the Clockwork will rocket, which I think lets them know that they do have vision, or at least that they know about the Venge. We might see a smoke here.
Mirana's going to get a haste rune.
And they do smoke outside of ward range. I'm not sure if they can see that. Can you see the smoke effects if it doesn't happen?
I don't know.
If it doesn't happen in... I don't know if you can see the actual smoke.
Oh,
you might be able
Clockwork.
to, so if
Actually going to get gone on here
know.
by Disruptor. Disruptor's going to throw out a great ult combo. And Clockwork's going to get pretty low. I hope they make it worth it. Ember Spirit's going to try and chase him down.
And
He
mid
doesn't
lane we have another roar.
So Mirana dies. They don't quite get the Clockwork with all the Disruptor bomb.
Dire's middle tower
There's
is
too many
under
trees
attack.
in the way. And Disruptor actually could be in a bit of trouble here from the Earthshaker. There's the hook. They're gonna get a return kill. They don't have Fissure up right now. Nice sight of fist by the Ember Spirit. He might actually be able to kill the Clockwork. Not quite. Oh, so
Dire's
close.
middle tower
He's
is
gonna
under
go on the
attack.
Earthshaker now. Earthshaker actually does a lot of damage to him in and of himself. And luckily that Clockwork Flare didn't hit. Middle tower is gonna go the way of
Dire's middle
Esphere.
tower has fallen.
Even though it's not ideal, I think this is a much better start to the game for Esphere than last one. At least they've kept themselves.
Yeah, I
in
would
it.
say so, definitely. And I don't think OB has the outright advantage from their draft.
Right.
Where last game I thought they had a pretty good draft. This game, I'm not sure if they have, immediately they outdrafted them. Yeah, this ward will see the Earthshaker and Mirana, so Ember Spear will play it safe for now.
Yeah, PA's just been kind of chilling up top. She's almost got a Battle Fury within the next 3-4 minutes for sure. Crystal Maiden already starting to stack for her. And Beastmaster as well, just continuing to farm. So it looks like there's actually going to be a Disruptor ult drop. They're going to throw out the Queen of Pain ult as well, and Disruptor's going to die, unfortunately. First hit bash from Roshan. He just wanted to be a part of the fight there.
Dire's top tower is
Second
under
Disruptor
attack.
ult that's been dropped that hasn't really done a ton.
Yeah, it ended up saving the Ember Spear.
Yeah, I
so
mean he's landing them
that was
well.
worth
It's
for him.
just it's not there's not necessarily enough follow up on it.
Dire's top tower
And
is
it looks
under
like
attack.
Esphere.
And they do rotate the PA to take the tower.
Yeah, I think they just want to try. I think Esphere just wants to trade here. Honestly, though, they might be able to take this
Radiant's
tower and
bottom
then get back
tower
and
is
defend it.
under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So the tower's going to get
Radiant's
taken.
Yeah, they
Ember
still
Ember's
have a Sonic Wave.
yeah, and Ember's
Queen doesn't
actually
have any mana right now. She's going back to base to get
yeah,
it.
Hook,
and
Echo
Ember's up.
Slam, and Freezing Field are all on cooldown right now.
It looks like they're not going to contest it
Radiant's
though.
bottom
Good positioning from the
tower
Crystal
is
Maiden
under
here though.
attack.
Yeah, it looks like Ember Spear is just going to work on mid. He's got his boots of travel up.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He starts being annoying now. And Mirana actually might get caught out by the Smoked Venge. They're going to see her. She's not quite in range for a swap or a stun. But they know she's there now. And arrow goes out. It actually lands on the smoked Beastmaster. And Smoke is going to reveal at the last second, but no follow-up there from Oldbois. So Clockwork
middle
almost has
tower
his
is
own
under
blade mail
attack.
actually, which is a bit scary for the Queen of Pain for sure. Because now she's got to wonder every ult she casts, is it going to get reflected right back at me? And oh, there's a almost finished Battle Fury on the Courier for Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, he's looks like he has enough gold for it right now.
Yeah, he just bought it.
There.
Beastmaster though, he's waiting for this Queen. He's waiting for this Phantom Assassin here, but he's gonna get choked out by 3 other Dire
He has
heroes. He's actually gonna
Book
get a
one. Oh, and the
TP
Ember
down
bots is
from
coming
the
in.
Ember Boots of Travel. Stun is out on the Phantom Assassin. Moonlight Shadow goes out, but they managed to kill her. Oh, that was a great play. That was so cheese. I love it. Oh god, it was like Wisp. And they know Moonlight Shadow got popped. Fisher barely misses Ember Spirit, so does Hook. And it looks like Beastmaster and Ember should be able to get out
Dire's top
okay.
tower is under
Arrow's
attack.
on cooldown for a little while longer. Beastmaster lingering a bit though. Oh, he's gonna TP out. That was such a good
Dire's
play.
bottom tower is under attack.
It was like a Wisp TP. And that got Beastmaster his Necro too.
Dire's structures are
Yeah, so that's the strength of the bot's Ember there
Dire's-
with the Beastmaster. Good kill definitely
Rana looks
to
like
punish
she's-
the PA.
Yeah, definitely. They let her know. Oh, Disruptor's gonna get caught up by the Mirana arrow. She might be able to finish him off on her own. We might see a glimpse out. He's actually just gonna throw down his whole ult. And he's gonna glimpse her back. He's gonna actually glimpse her out of the field. Queen of Pain though comes with an ult. Phantom Assassin is dead again. And Mirana has to retreat. She's too low. That is a pretty much a straight up live-die experience for the Phantom Assassin. Not ideal for what she was hoping to do with that Battle Fury. Nice
Yeah, I
arrow
don't
from
think
the
with Phase
Mirana.
Battle Fury, I don't think that's what you want to be doing.
Oh no, arrow from the wrong. Oh, Earthshaker
Oh,
missed
boy.
the Fisher. Pings her out from the Phantom Assassin. GG noob. I think he was expecting a return.
Incoming!
Clockwork was actually smoked up mid. But that was, oh god, Phantom Assassin, that does not help her at all. It gave Ember Spirit time to catch up with it. He's actually putting together his own Battle Fury now. Looks like he just finished the Perseverance if he wants it. And Beastmaster hanging up top. Earthshaker actually picked up a Blink Dagger now, so that's a bit scary. If he like decides to blink into the cogs or something.
Top tower is under attack.
So what do you expect? Like Phantom Assassin, do you think she's behind now, or do you think she's just kind of like equal level with the Ember Spirit?
Yeah, she definitely has to get a BKB right away. I don't think she can try to do anything else because of mostly because of Disruptor, but also just from Necro Creeps, from Venge, from Queen of Pain damage. But I still think even with a BKB, she's behind enough where even that 10-second BKB, whenever she's gonna get it, I don't think she can do enough with it to get her back into the game. It will depend on her team, right? Looks like they do have Vision of Fury. Hope will actually miss though.
That was a close hook, and he's actually managed to block himself off there. Cogs are gonna push him up on the cliff. Ember Spirit TPing in though. Shadow's out on 2. Moonlight Shadow's about to expire. Earthshaker with the Echo Slam. He's gonna go in. He's gonna be on a killing spree now. Queen of Pain is in too. Queen of Pain ult is out. Ember Spirit doing so much damage. He's gonna go on the Phantom Assassin now. He doesn't have enough mana for chains. He has Sight of Fist though. Now he's bottled up. He's got mana. He's gonna chase her down. She's got Blink, but she has no one to blink to. He's gonna throw out the chains. He's just going hardcore right now. Mirana with the arrow. It's actually gonna miss. And the Searing Chains are gonna finish off Phantom Assassin. He's gonna run from Mirana now, but she's got DD. She has leap. She's gonna leap ahead, but he's got the Remnant. He's gonna hop up into the trees. He's gonna try and run. He has no TP though for 10 seconds and no mana for it. Ron is going to find him. He's just walking through. He's baiting her through. Oh, God. He's got to be careful. And arrow is out. Oh, it's going to hit. It's not a long duration, but it might be enough because of her DD, and they're going to finish him off. Oh, God. That was quite an exchange there. Everyone blinked in. There's so much mobility on Esphere. It's really quite impressive, especially with the Blink Dagger now on Earthshaker. Who do you think that went in favor of?
And it's
off. Probably Esphere. I'm not sure how much the PA actually got there, but the fact that she died again, I think she'll be even farther behind. So we do see some spells exchange here. Queen of Pain almost going down, and silence onto the PA. Looks like they will be able to pick her off.
Yeah, maybe the clockwork too. Shaker is pretty low.
And get a second one, yeah.
Oh god, Beastmaster barely manages to pick him off, but Mirana with that return kill.
If you must dominate a beast,
that was 500 gold from Mirana there. So 2 for 1, or 1 for 1 rather, off lane for an off lane, and Ember Spirit's got to be a little careful. Mirana doesn't.
Well, they got the PA as well again.
Oh, they got her again.
She died.
Oh god, she died right there.
Yeah, that's pretty much 4 straight deaths from her.
Yeah, and
she's really far behind.
Yeah, she's not really looking at a BKB either. She's picked up a Morbid Mask. That might have been just a quick panic buy, but seems like she's not really.
Well, she does it even with just Battle Fury. You still need probably some lifesteal to be able to actually farm efficiently. So I don't think it's necessarily a mistake, but the fact that she is trying to fight a lot, I don't. The phase Battle Fury was definitely not the play.
Yeah, I mean we're looking at hero level right now, and she's near the bottom for a safe lane farmer. Net worth too. She's 4th in net worth. Radiant's actually topping out net worth right now by a pretty decent margin, by about 1,000 gold. Looking at graphs as well, Esphere has about 1,000 lead in, 1,500 lead in net worth rather, and 1,000 in XP. So they're doing really well. God, that is a massive stack right there. So yeah, the phase Battle Fury, I don't even think those two complement each other. Beastmaster going with the stun. Oh, they're gonna pick off the clockwork so fast. The Moonlight Shadow's out. Phantom Assassin just TPing straight away. Screw that. I'm not fighting anymore. I don't want this. And that might be a tower for Esphere.
Yeah, it seems the rules for this series is if you pick Beastmaster, you win.
Yeah, evidently so.
Yeah, the roar, the vision from Hawk, he gives your team so much mobility and pick-off potential.
God, how fast did Ember Spirit... Sorry, how fast did he farm up that Battle Fury? Like, I feel like he just had a Ring of Health.
He got a decent 2-3 kills.
Oh, Disruptor got caught out with the arrow.
After he got it, so
Okay.
he definitely picked it up pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah, and this is exactly what Esphere is wanting to do. Right, they're ahead. They've got map control. With the Beastmaster, they've got pretty superior vision. Let's actually take a look at the wards.
Phantom Assassin's trying so hard to take this tack, but she just gets destroyed by these creeps right now. And it looks like she's just sitting on the Morbid Mass. She's got the Ogre Club for the BKB.
Yeah, there's no reason really to complete Helm.
Yeah. Her whole team's
so
basically having to help her.
She definitely needs the BKB.
Take the stack, God. Oh no, Clockwork blocked her. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, definitely dangerous farming here.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, she's gonna TP straight back. I mean, it's crazy when you look like she's 2 levels behind Ember Spirit and 1 behind Queen of Pain.
This is gonna be an Echo Saber, not a BKB.
On who?
On the Phantom Assassin.
On the Phantom Assassin? Oh, you're right. That's, I don't know if I agree with that. Like, I understand the method behind it, but I think a BKB, like, if you're trapped in Disruptor ult, then it's kind of, you're done. Ooh, nice bird block.
Yeah. If she can avoid that, though, I think this is actually the play, because if you can play around it and get kills with the Echo Saber, it's definitely better than just having a 10-second BKB that, even though, you're not getting Disruptor ulted, you're still not actually doing any damage with your BKB.
Yeah, I don't know, that's
especially with, like we said over and over again, right? The mobility from Esphere is pretty good with swap, with blinks on the Queen of Pain. I think the Beastmaster will get his blinked pretty soon here. He has finished up Necro 3 at 20 minutes. He's actually pretty farmed.
Yeah, it looks like we might see a fight coming in mid. Now see, I really worry because the Queen of Pain is actually about to have an Orchid, which makes Phantom Assassin's life even harder without a BKB. Ooh, nice hook landed by the Clockwork on the Beastmaster. Instant Moonlight Shadow. Clockwork's going to get swapped out, and they're going to try and disengage. Mirana's going to get caught out. She's going to get roared. Stunned up by the Vengeful Spirit. She's going to fall. They're trying to take this tower on the back end. Earthshaker just blinks away. Queen of Pain going in. And looks like Crystal Maiden's actually going to fall as well towards the back. Queen of Pain going in. Come on, Queen of Pain. Ember Spirit wants to chase down the Clockwork. 2 dead. They didn't get an Echo Slam off. They didn't get anything off. Their engage totally got destroyed by Esphere. And Phantom Assassin wasn't even there. God, that did not go. The fights are just not going the way of OB right now. Esphere is dominating this mid game. And maybe it would be a different story if they'd actually engaged that fight. But the way it turned out, they managed to swap out the Clockwork. They managed to completely break up the initiation. And they managed to deny the tower, I think. Yeah. So we're going to see another hook out on a low Beastmaster. He's actually going to die this time. They're going to throw out the Echo Slam and kill off the Venge. So basically losing a support in an off lane for an Echo Slam. 2 kills are 2 kills,
Oh yeah, for sure. That's 1600 gold.
Yeah.
They definitely needed that. And the PA was in both of those. That's actually kind of the best sequence that they've had those past 2 fights, because even though they did lose that fight trying to dive that tower, sort of, the PA wasn't there, which means she didn't die.
Yeah.
So she's got her Echo Saber now and looking for the BKB. So it turns out this might have actually been the play, right? I think they can get some kills with the Echo Saber. It does give her some more HP, so I don't think the Queen of Pain can just immediately pick her off.
Yeah, maybe the Ember Spirit, though. He's got a Chrysalis. He doesn't quite land the Searing Chains, but still does a lot of damage just with the Sleight of Fist. He just continues to push. He's actually could get caught out here. We've got 3 heroes rotating on him.
Where is his remnant?
Up here.
I don't actually see
up
it.
Top.
Oh, it's up in the trees. Okay. Oh, you can't actually see it on the map. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, you can barely kind of make out the dot.
Allies disappear.
Alright, Mirana ult's gonna go out. They might have seen that. I think they might have seen Crystal Maiden go invis there. I think they're actually looking for the Ember Spirit.
Sword,
There's still a T1 up top as well. 27 minutes into this game. And Ember almost... do you think this is a Daedalus or a Bloodthorn?
I would say Daedalus.
Yeah, I would too, but I don't know anymore.
Radiant's top tower.
It could be if you're sort of trying to be that frontline Ember. It could be that you're gonna go for the Bloodthorn and try to run in. But usually, what you want as an Ember is your damage is from Sleight of Fist, right? And the Battle Fury Crystallis or the Battle Fury Daedalus is more suited towards that. Sort of sitting back and throwing out the Sleight of Fist.
Right. Yeah, Queen of Pain is actually sitting on an Axe and an Orchid right now, which is a little scary for some of the squishier heroes on Oldbois.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Beastmaster hanging out bot right now. I don't. He has the ability to TP in. I mean, like I said, they've got this T1 here, so if Dire engages pretty much anywhere past here, then Beastmaster comes in and saves the day with his roar. Like, that's kind of a weird engage for them, especially with the tower armor being a thing now. They've got to choose their battles carefully at this point. So we can see on net worth, Phantom Assassin is really caught up on that. Level-wise, not quite there, but...
Yeah, Echo Saber is a pretty decent farming item.
Yeah,
it's I think it's one of its strengths is that it is decent at letting you farm, but and fighting as well. So it's almost never a bad pickup in that sense, where like you picked up this item and you for instance, right, she picked up the Battle Fury and started fighting immediately. For the next 5-10 minutes, all she was doing was getting into battles and dying, not utilizing her farming item.
Yeah.
But if you pick up an Echo Saber, no matter what you're doing, I don't think you're sort of misusing it.
Right.
And she has actually been able to farm for quite a little bit, so her farming build's paying off now. And looks like she'll progress towards this BKB. I think OB have caught up to the point where they can maybe take a fight. And looks like, yeah, they do have the Mirana Ags, so they do have a lot of damage. And Earthshaker got to his blink, has even Force now, so yeah, depending on how they take fights.
We are seeing a pretty farmed Ember Spirit, though. Oh yeah, they just pinged, someone just pinged it out, yeah. So, Ember Spirit is actually really scary right now, especially for the Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, but he is ahead. If he successfully kites through the fights and gets some good Sleight of Fists off.
And he really
would be scary.
If his teammates get their combos off, he doesn't have to kite that hard. Ooh, they just took out Clockwork down bot.
Right.
That could be the opportunity to push here. That's a large portion of their initiation down off of Oldbois. So yeah, it looks like they're going to make a pretty aggressive rotation mid. Going to use the Queen of Pain illusion to bait a little bit. Ember Spirit going in. Doesn't manage to get the Searing Chains on either hero. He's going to throw out a Remnant back. His team is backing him up though. Arrow's going to go out. Not going to land on anyone. Barely going to miss the Mirana, or the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain ult is out on the Ember Spirit, on the Earthshaker. He's going to fall to the Orchid damage. So another pickoff going the way of Esphere. And, it's just the little things. Like, that might only be one death in that fight, but that was still a death. That's still a huge team fight hero taken out. And Mirana actually could be in a little trouble. She gets spotted out by the Disruptor, and Disruptor ult is down. Ember Spirit going in. Queen of Pain just absolutely destroying Crystal Maiden. And Searing Chains are actually going to go out on Mirana. Phantom Assassin's going to pick up a double kill, but damage is already done here. All the cores are going to walk out. Well, I guess arguably Beastmaster isn't going to walk out. But was that a buyback on Mirana? Yeah, that was a buyback on Mirana. So a death and a buyback. Plus...
Man, that damage on PA, she just one-shot the Disruptor and then immediately turned and... or not one-shot, but
yeah,
she killed the
Echo
Disruptor
Saber
super fast. I think she crit on at least one of those hits, if not both.
And we are going to see a gem loss too.
Yeah, that's huge actually from the Beastmaster, I believe. So yeah, even though they did lose those two heroes there, I think that actually turns out to be okay. Their only issue is that the Mirana lost a bunch of gold from that.
Yeah, she lost a lot of gold.
Now I wonder what the PA's next item here is, especially since the Echo Saber has been incorporated into the into her build and the changes to Abyssal. I wonder what she's gonna, try to go for here. It could be that she tries to finish off a Helm, maybe go for a Satanic, because she does kind of have a full inventory, right? With Echo Saber, that's an extra item that you can't, that takes up space. That isn't an Abyssal, that isn't a Satanic, which are two pretty traditional.
We're gonna see
items.
a Clockwork hook on the Disruptor.
Here.
And there's a swap. There's a Force Staff. Clockwork is totally mitigated, but Mirana's gonna come and finish off the job on the Vengeful Spirit. No response really from Esphere, but Ember Spirit meanwhile just casually taking a tower bot because he can. Phantom Assassin actually ended up getting that kill on Vengeful Spirit, so more gold to her, but she had to rotate to stop the Ember. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is, at this point, unless, like, is there really any one hero right now on Oldbois that can stop Ember Spirit from pushing? Like, if, let's say there's a fight and Ember decides to go solo push by himself, what hero should they send back to base to try and defend that?
By himself?
Yeah.
The PA is okay, just because I think she does a lot of damage and isn't, you know, she's got 2,000 HP in evasion, so I don't think the Ember Spear can solo kill her. And so it's not like he can just kind of like, you know, if the Crystal Maiden TP's in, the Ember Spear can probably just kind of press a couple buttons, Remnant in, and kill the Crystal Maiden pretty easily.
Right.
But he can't do that with the PA, so that's probably the hero to TP back, and she can clear the wave pretty easily. So if just sending one hero back to stop the push, I guess that's probably the hero. A couple other heroes can do it. If you see one hero there, you have to be careful because you can't just dive the base.
Ooh, it looks like we're going to see Mirana ult coming out. Vengeful Spirit's about to walk right into it. She was actually checking Roche. And it looks like they're actually going to rotate through this way.
Yeah, that ward actually caught them, I think, right here on the
really?
edge of that, so they do know that this is happening. But they will use it to sort of gain a little bit of positioning. This is good movement from Esphere, though.
So, Ember Spirit's sitting on 3,600 gold right now. What does that turn into?
I don't think Lincoln's is very good this game. Could be good against the Abyssal that probably will come out from the PA. She did go for a basher. BKB would be really good.
Right.
So like we might see that.
Smoke down bot. They pinged it out. They know. Esphere knows that someone's up there. And they actually want to go engage on it. Maybe. Venge went to go check. We're going to see the Beastmaster come in. Queen of Pain going in. Orchid out on the Mirana. That's going to catch two with the Queen of Pain ult. Ember's going to get knifed up immediately. Nice stun out from the Beastmaster. We're going to see a fantastic Disruptor ult as well. Queen of Pain dying so fast. And Clockwork's going to fall to the Ember Spirit. Queen of Pain trying to do as much as she can. Disruptor's going to get chased down by the Phantom Assassin. And Ember Spirit going in on the Phantom Assassin. Mega kill for the Phantom Assassin. Beastmaster coming in from behind. Oh, she does so much damage.
Bashes, the crits! Oh my goodness.
3 for each down. Nice chains. And they're going to finally burst her down with magic damage. Queen of Pain getting 900 gold from that. God, the Phantom Assassin was all over that fight. And now what do? You've got 2 heroes left. 3 buybacks up.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is, right, she can't kill the PA or the Ember by herself. She doesn't have the lockdown to do it. She has to get pretty lucky, and they have to be pretty low HP. I think she's going to do that. And her BKB was her sitting right here in the middle of Static Storm and in the middle of Cogs.
Yeah,
most of her BKB was actually spent not doing anything, right? Yeah. It was useful because I think it kept her in the fight and she was able to kill the Disruptor pretty easily. But yeah, most of that BKB was spent not doing anything, right? I believe she also got roared during that. So that's the issue with the PA versus this draft. But man, when she does get to blink on those heroes, she does a lot of damage.
It looks like we might see an
I think
Ags
the
out
Beastmaster has to maybe try to stay out of sight in a situation like that, because if the PA blinks on either of the other 2 heroes, I think they can kind of kite her around. And if he just keeps the boar and Necro keeps on her, then she won't be able to move very fast.
So one thing to notice for Oldbois here, like take a look at the vision advantage that Esphere has right now. Like Oldbois has 1 ward up, and Esphere has, you know, a lot of towers, well, a lot more towers than Oldbois does, plus like more wards in general. I don't know, it just seems like Oldbois is gradually getting more and more confined to their base here. Ooh, another ult.
And they're gonna pot him ult right under another ward.
Yep. So if you're Esphere, do you try and jump on this and give them the shock, or Queen of Pain?
Yeah, I think you probably just try to...
Oh, Beastmaster Roar is out on the Clockwork. He's going to fall at the beginning of the fight again. He's going to Glimmer Cape, but he's just going to get stunned up and die. Mirana actually really low. And Vengeful Spirit getting low as well. Queen of Pain trying to come in. She gets an ult off. Nice ult. Hits both the Earthshaker and the Crystal Maiden. They both nearly fall. Beastmaster super low. And Phantom Assassin. Oh, that crit from Ember Spirit. She's going to try and do something, but she just can't. Ember Spirit hits so hard. And he's got the MKB. Nera just taking over this game now, level 23. And he's a level ahead of Phantom Assassin, a level ahead in my heart. Kicking ass right now. He's going to go top, pop an invis, he's going to try and push. And they've got 2 buybacks up, one on the Phantom Assassin, one on the Earthshaker. I don't know how Clockwork survived that fight. Or did he buy back? No, he bought back.
He bought out. Yep. He bought back. Yep.
That's been big these last 2 fights, is that he's been the first to get low and nearly die and have to retreat. That MKB really paid off, my god, the amount of damage he did to the Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, Esphere doesn't do the most damage to towers here, so that's something that kind of works in their advantage. Ember Spirit has a lot of damage items, but he doesn't really, he's not, you know, your typical right-click carry.
Right.
So, they won't be able to get a lot of sort of buildings from each of these fights that have been won, but they're securing a pretty big advantage just over the PA, over all the heroes.
So now we do see a Hex come out on the Queen of Pain. Do you think she builds into a Bloodthorn after this?
She could be very useful. Doesn't have to go MKB after that. I don't think she necessarily needs to. I don't think.
No, I know she doesn't
worry
need to, but
so much.
You know.
Yeah, I think you go Shivas or something here.
Okay.
Necro Book actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Because, like I said, right, you don't have the worst. Yeah, more damage, more tower, better tower pushing ability. The Necros were actually pretty huge in that fight, because I don't think they had any detection down.
Yeah, that spotted out the
Necro 3s and
Clockwork.
immediately ran it forward. Yeah, and the clock was way out of position.
Yeah, the Glimmer Cape didn't matter because they just used the Necro units there. Clockwork looks like he's trying to build an Ags. He's about 2 items away-ish. And they do have a gem sitting on Courier.
Yeah, he was actually pretty close to it, but that fight where he ended up buying back.
Yeah, Phantom Assassin has an Abyssal Blade as soon as she decides to buy it now. Ember Spirit, though, he's sitting on 3,700 gold right now. What do you think his next move is? Another Battle Fury?
Now I think we'll see. Double Battle Fury is actually more damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Someone did the math, but I really think we'll see a BKB or a Blink here. Blink would actually be pretty good.
Okay.
But he needs,
BKB.
The only way, yeah, there's the BKB. Yeah, the only way he has a lot of damage. The only way they lose fights is if he gets locked down by Echo Slam, by he gets hooked, or if he gets Crystal Maiden. Looks like we will see a Echo going out for the Queen of Pain. Didn't get to use their BKB.
I don't know that they can really do much for that pickoff. They're going to try for Roche, I think.
Just what are you hiding, Rashad?
God, but all those heroes clumped up is just so much damage for the Ember Spirit if he can manage to make it in there. And it looks like Esphere knows that. They want to go in. They've got the Blink. Got the Blink Roar in just a second. And Clockwork. Oh, he's going to get blocked out by those Necro units.
I thought he got the Beastmaster there.
Yep, not quite. Been big if he did. Now that it's going to turn into a fight. They've got to hurry on this Roche or do something. Otherwise, they are going to get Blink Roared. We also have Avenge that almost has an Ags as well. Clockwork going to miss the stun up on the... going to miss the Cogs rather on the Disruptor. And there goes the Blink in. Swap out. Phantom Assassin's going to manage to pick up the Ags, though. She's doing so much damage. She kills off the Avenge. She kills off the Beastmaster. Crystal Maiden ult is out now, too. Definitely not a good fight. Disruptor just dead. Not the blinking they wanted. That really hurts them. Ember Spirit managed to get a tower up top.
They do get the tower for it, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, they definitely wanted to contest that better. Super good stun from the Earthshaker. I don't think he actually meant to stun the Beastmaster. He was trying to enchant to stun Roche and do damage to it, and super unfortunate from the Beastmaster there, because I think he wanted to get a roar off on the PA, steal the Roche. He was pretty close to doing it. He probably had Hawk Vision. I didn't see it exactly, but
yeah, it looks like Phantom Assassin actually put away her lifesteal for that Aegis.
Yeah, that's definitely worth the Morgan Mask.
You see the Ember Spirit trying to contest here. God, he does a lot of damage in his own right. Oh no, he's going to get hit by the arrow. Hex comes out though from the Queen of Pain. Clogs go out. Maybe. Oh, they push the Ember Spirit back. He's got no buyback. And we're going to see Avenge get bursted down too. Stun is out. Oh no, rip the Dream. Queen of Pain throws out her ult too. Everyone's getting low, but it's not enough to kill him. And Phantom Assassin just hits so hard, even at half health.
The crits!
God, the crits. Crystal Maiden actually going to get saved by an Earthshaker stun, and Beastmaster in trouble now. As soon as he gets critted, he's going to get stunned up by the Earthshaker. And just one-shot crit, 1200 damage. 3 for 4 and a tower.
Esphere are not taking these fights very well. But credit to OB, you know, for using their spells.
Yeah, really efficiently.
The lockdown on that, on the Ember Spear was pretty good. Especially even the cogs pushback there before he couldn't get BKB off, couldn't get anything there.
Queen of Pain actually throws out the ult just to... Oh no, she's gonna get Abyssal. She's actually gonna die. She's gonna get a lockdown, Echo Slam. Instant buyback. She was playing a little too close with the fire there, I think. That was definitely not a worthwhile death. And now Phantom Assassin sitting on 5,900 gold. Let's look at net worth. Yeah, she's way surpassed the Ember Spirit now by about 2,000.
The dream, man.
Yeah, rip the dream. And yeah, look at that XP graph.
I still think honestly though that Esphere have better fights.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, you see the Ags coming out for their shaker. I think if they get a good storm, they get good roars off, they can still turn this. Their Queen's really farmed. The buyback will hurt her actually a lot, but Ember's still super farmed if he gets his BKB off. That was just OB using their spells extremely well and bad positioning from Esphere.
Yeah, no,
I think their play was they didn't want to take the fight by the Roshan pit. They wanted to try to kind of go for a steal there, but ended up not working out.
Yeah, if you look at the net worth graph, it's actually evened out pretty well. Esphere at the highest had a 14k gold lead. Now we're back to 0 on that. XP still slightly in the favor of Esphere, about 5,000. In fact, we can look at like XP per minute. Phantom Assassin actually topping out the XP per minute chart. Hero level wise, we don't quite have level 3 Venjolt. She still is about 400 off of Ags. What exactly does Ags do for her? I don't remember.
Sorry, who?
Vengeful Spirit.
Oh, Vengeful Spirit. Is that what she's building right now?
Yeah, she's 400 off.
It sets the cooldown to swap low, I believe. Well, definitely what it does is, when you die, you get an illusion that can use all of your.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which is really good. It used to. It doesn't say there. It used to reduce the cooldown and let you swap creeps. I'm not sure if you can still do that. Like the cooldown went down to like 10 seconds or something crazy. I'm not sure if it still gives those upgrades or not. But even just the illusion after death is well worth it.
What happens if that illusion after death dies while under Wraith King ult? With Ags.
Right, yeah.
The prize is mine.
Esphere's doing a good job of keeping up the pressure on OB. It's not that they can't push high ground, it's that they really don't have a chance with all the split push coming out.
Yeah, their map warding and their map movement and warding has actually been a lot better than it was the previous game. A lot of it's their heroes. Like the Beastmaster is definitely more conducive to that sort of play, right? You have a more mobile Ember Spirit than the Slardar was. But it has allowed them to take a bigger advantage in the game. And all these sort of pickoffs that OB are trying to get with their smokes, with their Moonlight Shadows, keep failing because they'll do it underneath a ward.
Yeah.
And Esphere will know exactly where they are.
So it looks like Mirana might actually be going for an Orchid as well, based on the 2 Oblivion staffs.
Yeah, that's probably going to turn into a Bloodthorn.
Yeah.
I think she actually... Oh, she does have a BKB, okay. She might actually have wanted to go for something like a Lincoln's to either get put on herself or she can put it on the PA. That would definitely be the best, I think, against a Beastmaster.
Crystal Maiden rocking that 420, buying out all the smokes. Nice. That's gonna be... That's all their smokes off cool... I'm pretty sure they're on cooldown now. Yeah, 10 minutes off that, so she's got 3 smokes in her inventory. And speaking of smoking, we're actually gonna see one up top. Ember Spirit leading the charge. And they know the Phantom is there. If they can catch out Phantom Assassin, that's the perfect pick off for them. That's the main source of the damage there. And we shall see. Venge is actually going to be the first one to spot. They're going to see the Queen. They're going to see the Phantom Assassin with... Oh god, she's going to get ulted. Every ult is going to go on Phantom Assassin. She's going to get forced out, but she's still going to die. She does have buyback. They're gonna manage to get the
Double
clockwork too,
kill.
and the Earthshaker somewhere in that. Oh god. That was the pickoff they needed. That was everything they needed. Every single ult, I think, from Esphere just went on the Queen of Pain there. That's definitely what magic damage does, though, to a Phantom Assassin.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Sorry, did
under
I say Queen of
attack.
Pain? I meant Phantom Assassin. Whatever.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, every single ult went out
Yeah,
there.
there was really good chain stun from them.
Dyer's
Yeah.
middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, once they saw her with the Necro units.
Killing spree.
Binge actually looks like she went a little deep there. Phantom Assassin bought back multiple buybacks. Binge with a nice swap there. That was a good play. Save the disruptor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Esphere definitely getting a lot off that pick off. It seems like whenever they have the edge of surprise, they're taking the fights.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it for OB there. They do get a return kill, but it is on just on the Venge.
Yeah.
And they had to spend a couple buybacks, excuse me, to do
I think
that.
they did 3.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yep, 3. Earthshaker, Crystal Maiden, and the Phantom Assassin.
Regeneration.
I have a dumb question. Does Echo Saber work on Dagger? Like if it's just counted as a quote regular attack?
Yeah, that's I don't believe it does.
Okay. I
It
didn't
was
think
something
so.
people
but-
thought of when the new patch dropped, but that would be pretty silly, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense that it doesn't work like that.
She does have a Satanic now too, but it doesn't really do much if she gets chain stunned like that. That's a good item.
Right. I mean, there was the possibility, right, that she just pops her BKB, goes in on a hero and Satanics, and I believe she'd already gotten roared.
Crystal Maiden
So
Midas, dude.
the fight could have turned. There had been no Echo Slam. I don't think anyone else was really getting pressure put on them.
So we do actually see a looks like it's gonna be a Bloodthorn on the Mirana.
Yep.
Already working on the Chrysalis.
I'm not sure if it's necessarily the item she needs. I don't think it's the worst thing. It's going to give her a lot more damage. They're going to be able to lock down the Ember Spirit better, or the Queen, after their BKBs. I guess probably what they want to go on right now is the Disruptor or the Beastmaster with those items. But the Beastmaster does just pick up his Lotus Orb.
Can't say that's a bad choice. Looks like the two teams might actually meet here. They're both smoked up. I guess we'll see. Oh, Disruptor, by the way, is carrying the gem for Radiant again. Ember Spirit sitting on 7,000 gold right now. He's got a 5,600 gold surplus. He's actually topped out the net worth chart by about 4k. So weird to me that
Yeah, he's got...
Sleight of Fist
looks like he
doesn't dispel dust. I mean smoke.
Oh, that is interesting, actually, because technically your hero is there.
Yeah, and he's attacking quotes.
According to how the game... Yeah, according to how the game works. His hero is there. It's weird that it doesn't dispel smoke.
Looks like we're going to see a Shiva's up on the Queen of Pain, and actually a Scotty just straight up bought by the Ember Spirit. He's still got an 800 gold surplus on buyback, so he's about as 6 slotted as he wants to be right now.
Yeah, I think Moonshard actually will be pretty good for him this game since he is going pretty ham.
Does Echo...
getting it in the front line.
Does Echo Saber work on, not that you would, but does it work on Sleight of Fist? Or is that not counted?
I don't think so.
Okay. Still trying to figure that item out. Ooh, Venge might get caught out here.
Yeah, there's lots of
Moonlight
little
Shadow.
interactions with...
Ooh, that arrow just like that close. That's Venge. Moonlight Shadow went out, but I didn't really do much of anything there. If they'd hit that arrow, that would have been a different
Rashawn
story.
is up, and I think we'll see the next fight here revolve around that. Looks like Esphere is going to go for a smoke. They're gathering in their base. I think it's just going to fly it to them on the courier. Perhaps.
Yeah, Esphere doesn't actually have vision of the Roche Pit.
Weird.
They're kind of in the dark there. They have this ward up here, but it doesn't give them vision.
Yeah, and this is how OB wants to be positioned.
Yeah.
Just the PA can solo Roche.
Yeah, they don't need to be in the pit.
You know, have your heroes together.
Ooh, arrow goes out. Oh, I hit the bird. That's sad. Who picks up the Aegis for Oldbois?
I think the PA will drop her Echo Saber again for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Esphere know this is happening.
Yeah.
But
I think they're just gonna leave it.
I think they could have smoked and taken a fight there.
I don't know, the way
probably
OB was positioned really well there, like you were saying. That's a tough engage.
I don't think they could have definitely. I don't think they could have stormed down the river there. But if they had actually tried to wrap around, they could have gotten. Because with Hawk Vision, you can definitely scout out to where they are. Looks like the Ember Spear is going to try for some split pushing. But yeah, the game's pretty much about even now. OB have. Those last couple of fights have put them definitely in the deficit, but they still have a chance.
Yeah, you know, I was a bit worried going into this game because the first game was so one-sided after about 10 minutes. This is a nice, refreshing change.
Yeah, Esphere have played a lot better, in my opinion. Yeah, it looks like the Kwape is going to go for Shivas here. She's just picked up the plate mail on the courier. Oh, yep, there's the Shivas.
Yeah, and she has the Marana has also finished up a Bloodthorn, so that's a bit scary. We're going to see a smoke up bot. Both teams are just rotating into nothing right now. They're both playing so... Like, the moments of aggression never coincide with moments of aggression from the other team. Net worth is pretty even. Like, let's look at, like, the XP earned still about 5k in Esphere's favor, but net worth is actually a lot higher than I expected it to be. It's about 10, 11, 12-ish, 12,000 in Esphere's advantage. I didn't quite expect it to be that high.
Yeah, they gained a lot from that.
Yeah.
They gained a lot from that fight in the Dire Jungle where they went up and tried to pressure the Rex, especially because 3 heroes bought back. That was a lot of gold lost.
Right. So apparently that Vengeful Spirit illusion that gets created by Ags lasts until you revive.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
And it also buffs her ult a bit.
Yeah. The only issue that Esphere here have is that their cores are kind of topping out. The Ember Spirit kind of has his items, unless he's going to transition into more of a sit-back Ember with a Rapier.
Yeah,
you know, the Queen of Pain, she's probably going to go for a Bloodthorn, and after that, the only item you really replace is Ags, if you really want. Beastmaster still has some room to grow. I think probably Refresher would be his next play. I don't know if there's any other item.
Ooh, speaking
AC
of Beastmaster,
maybe just for the AC order.
Ooh, he got a little lucky there. He actually does get spotted out. Queen of Pain.
Does find him.
Or, sorry, I keep calling Phantom Assassin Queen of Pain. They're going to actually get the stun off on the arrow, or on the dagger. And unfortunately, looks like Beastmaster is dead Arini. Nice arrow, nice everything, Phantom Assassin. More
yeah, good pick off from OB there.
He actually did a surprising amount of damage.
Dyer's
The Phantom
bottom
Assassin.
tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
But whittling away at the base while the adults are away, the kids will play. Ember Spirit taking a bot tower with Queen of Pain's help.
Yeah, there's good recognition from Esphere that they could get that without getting punished.
Yeah, and I think that explains.
As a result of the.
I think that explains some of OB's hesitation. Like they don't necessarily they push creeps really fast, and so even if they don't necessarily do the tower damage themselves, and Clockwork actually getting caught out by the Queen of Pain, so much damage going out. She doesn't even care about the Blade Mill, and Earthshaker gonna try and come and help. Echo Slam is out. Queen of Pain gonna pop her BKB and blink out. Now Ember Spirit coming in. Clockwork's gonna get finished off. Queen of Pain managed to retreat. And we've only got an Earthshaker defending right now.
Radiant's
And he already
top
burned Echo
tower is
Slam,
under
so we've got a
attack.
full health Ember Spirit versus him. Let's look at buybacks. So everyone in the game but Beastmaster has buyback right now, and he's only off by 100 gold. Oh, they're gonna burn the Crystal Maiden ult on a fake. Ooh, that ult is down for 90
Radiant's
seconds now.
middle tower is under attack.
That's not ideal. Beastmaster drawing the battle plan on the map here. Go up mid, win game.
Classic, classic pub. Sort of battle plan, just arrows down mid. You see from your tilting player.
Oh man, Spirit with the jump out. God.
Man, that is so clowny.
It
Looks
really
like he'll
is.
still be able
Like
to
it just
kill with
doesn't.
Slight though.
Oh man. Oh, goodbye, Crystal Maiden. Maybe. Yep.
Killing spree.
Ooh, that's 3 dead right now.
I'm sorry. Did
Well,
you say
2.
stop?
Now that Clockwork's up, that's not good. This might be Esphere's opportunity to push here. There are buybacks up though, but no ults for another 30-ish seconds on both of them.
Yeah, they're not gonna get a ton of the Aegis here. Yep, just looks like it just popped. Roshan will be up in about 5 minutes. So we'll see if teams will want to wait for Roshan before trying to commit to anything, any sort of game-ending fight. So we're
Yeah,
damaged.
at the very least.
Looks like he's actually pressuring.
Yeah, at the very
They're
least,
gonna
they
try
just
to
want to force out those buybacks.
Force the buyouts here. Yeah.
There's the Bloodthorn on Queen of Pain as well. She's managed to do that while still having buyback. And we're actually going to see a smoke up on the high ground. Beastmaster breaking it. And Clockwork's going to get caught out. He's going to get ulted. Phantom Assassin going in on the Beastmaster. He's going to get swapped though. Vengeful saving his life. She's going to get stunned up. Oh, Ember Spirit took a lot of damage from that. And there goes the Echo Slam. What an Echo Slam. 2 dead. Ember Spirit super low. He's going to have to back out. Queen of Pain still full health. Still with her BKB. She's going to throw out an ult. Mirana super low as well. She's going to right click her down. Only 1 down for OB. Buyback from the Vengeful. And now OB is looking for blood. They're going to follow up on the Beastmaster. Or they're going to follow up on the Queen of Pain. They're going to pick off the Disruptor. Gem is down. Queen of Pain going to keep running. She's super slow right now. Clockwork doesn't have hookup quite yet. They know where she is. I think she's going to escape. 2-for-1 trade there. Ooh, hook barely missed.
Close.
Oh man. Ember took a lot of damage that fight from the Queen of Pain. So, would it be a good idea for him to get rid of the BKB and pick up like a heart or something, just to be able to deal with that level of crit?
Probably not. That's why he bought the Eye of Scotty, but if he has the BKB, the only thing that can happen to him is pretty much Abyssal. And that's actually why there's a Lotus Orb on the Beastmaster. So I'm pretty sure I saw him put it on the Ember there, and so the PA couldn't actually initiate on him.
Right.
So during BKB, the Ember is a king basically. He'll be able to do whatever he wants. The only thing he gets basically is if the Phantom Assassin gets a lucky bash, but I don't think she'll be able to kill him. He has way too much HP.
Snap. Do you see what I see?
Oh, but there is the Rapier. So yeah, I wonder what he'll drop for this.
If I had to guess, probably
honestly,
the Battle
I'm not
Fury.
sure. Yeah, I guess it would have to be Battle Fury. I think people underestimate a little bit about how much damage Battle Fury actually gives the Ember because
but with the
fact that he's actually attacking every hero that he's slighting.
Yeah, but at the same time, the ability to crit with the Daedalus.
Right.
Like, and the battle and the Rapier, like that might actually was like kind of a backup Rapier. I think like he's gonna if he dies and has to buy out, he's gonna pick up the Rapier and fight.
Could be, or it could be that he's waiting until they get an Aegis. That could also be the case. He might actually drop MKB for it.
Even against
if you're going all in on that damage. Yeah, but they might get a Bloodthorn soon. Yeah, they actually do have one on the Queen, so you don't necessarily need it. And if all you want is damage, right? You don't need to necessarily burst the PA down with the MKB if you're sliding off of the hero standing around the PA and getting crits on that. It looks like the Phantom Assassin actually going for her own Rapier.
Nah, she's building Radiance.
Unless she's buying Radiance, yeah. This might be the play from her, to be honest. She just wants to do as much damage as she can.
Yeah, that's
with
a lot of
BKB,
crit.
and which was why she needs Lotus Orbs on her team. Because the only thing, as soon as she BKBs, the only thing that Esphere will have is Roar, and if she gets roared with that BKB on, I don't think the fight will go too well for Esphere. Or if she gets picked off by Hex, that's something that Lotus Orb, is very good at spelling that Hex.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Oh, Ember Spirit getting caught out. Nice swap from the Venge. And Venge is actually going to get the Abyssal on her. Ember Spirit going in with BKB. And Queen of Pain ult is out doing a lot of damage. Phantom Assassin is actually down. Nice Disruptor ult. Earth Spirit is getting bursted down. Earthshaker, whatever his name is. And Clockwork getting kicked off on the end of the fight. Tail end. Looks like they're trying to disengage. OB wants out bad. Their cores are down. They won't have it though. Esphere going in. They're actually going to force a buyback from the Clockwork now. Mirana's going to die. No buybacks up on either of the 3 dead right now. Phantom Assassin is except for Phantom Assassin went ahead back up. They're gonna have to figure out how to deal with her. That crit on Queen of Pain doing a lot of damage, but looks like they want to. Esphere wants to keep going in now. They've got buybacks too. They could actually afford to sacrifice the buybacks. They're going to be able to take these racks for sure. Not the fight that Obi wanted to take there, that's for sure.
Top barracks are under attack. Top barracks have fallen.
Range racks down.
Yeah, that's the problem with PA. She either has to, at least in this game, she has to preemptively pop that BKB and risk not getting any damage done with it, or she's going to get hexed by the Queen, and she did that twice.
Oh, Queen of Pain ults out on the PA. She's going to get caught out again, and she's not going to be able to pop BKB. She's going to die again. That's a dieback. She's down for 127. This could be game. Might have enough time to just end this, and GG is actually called by OB. Esphere taking a game off OB now.
Yeah, really well done from Esphere.
Yeah, really well done. They made a couple mistakes, but they were able to redeem. Overall, just shutting down the powerhouse PA, raid boss down. Wow, quite a game.
She actually ended up doing a lot more than I anticipated her doing.
Yeah.
With sort of the slow start she got. She didn't get ahead of in that early game, you know. But she was able to come back with the Battle Fury. The Echo Saber did a surprising amount of damage, at least from my part. I haven't really seen it, but it looked like it actually was the play. So well done by both teams there, but Esphere taking the victory.
Yeah, we will be back in just a moment with Game 3, the deciding game of the qualifiers. So I'm going to throw on more music again and catch you guys in just a little bit.
You changed your hair from blonde to black. I fought for you all over again. Now the darker you is back. It starts where I thought it might end. It's not just the color of your hair that's changed, it's your head that you seem to have rearranged. You now know how to put me back in my place. Anything I want from you, I think I have to change. And it feels so damn good. The way it should. My God, have you changed? Even your kisses feel strange and brand new. You've grown in attitude. My nice little girl's got brood. So, hello stranger, who I feel an air of danger. The buzz of new love. The same hand deals but in a different glove. And it feels so damn good.
Hello and welcome to Game 3, deciding game between Esphere and Oldbois. And I just realized I did not enable my mic for General Pants. General Pants, there you are. What's up?
Hello.
Hello. So definitely a turnaround last game from the first one. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little bit worried about that first game there, from perspective of Esphere. And they absolutely turned it around the second game. A couple mistakes, couple sloppy plays here and there, but they really brought it home against that raid boss, Phantom Assassin. So do you expect a respect ban on the Ember Spirit this game?
We could see it. I don't think it's necessarily. He played well, but I don't think it's like the reason that they won the game. I think it's more just their map movements. Like I said, the Beastmaster is actually pretty huge. I think we might see a Beastmaster ban since he's been on the winning team both games.
Yeah. I don't know if he's necessarily the reason, but you know. Currently waiting on one more person to load up, and then I'll swap over to the draft screen. So what was who was your MVP that last game?
Last game, it'd have to be either I would say the Beastmaster.
Okay. Yeah, his stuns were pretty good. Same with like the Queen of Pain and the Beastmaster. Both did really well. At like he planned his ults really well. Like he was catching some people at the absolute edge of his range, and he was doing it consistently. Like he knew exactly what the range was on it before he hit it. That's Benny's most played competitive hero, according to Dota Buff.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. One thing though, I think we necessarily didn't bring up, but Murano might not have been the pick that game. I didn't feel the impact of the hero, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I was thinking about
every
that.
Murano ult, they had plenty of detection. They always did it right under a ward, and they outmaneuvered him. And as far as how their mid player, I believe Kanji is Kanji, I believe, is their mid player. I didn't feel his presence like I did when he played Queen that last game. I thought he did a much better job in that first game.
Yeah, it seemed like like whenever I don't know if it was necessarily the hero or not, but like whenever they would throw out the Mirana ults, they never found anything. They were constantly having to fight the map vision from Esphere, and just the decisive ward game that they were running because they almost always either smoked up or cast Mirana ult on a ward. I think that was really a huge deciding point that game. And also, like you said, Beastmaster banned out first by
10
Esphere.
seconds remaining.
Pretty smart play.
Radiant team ban.
So, do you really believe that Axe is first ban material consistently at this patch?
I think it's the potential to be. And maybe I don't know I'm not sure exactly who's been banning it. If it's been the same team or if it's been both teams respecting it. Has it just been Oldbois? Yeah. So maybe it's that they know that Esphere has an Axe player and they're scared of that Axe, or they just feel that they're weak against it. And I don't think we'll see it maybe first banned in the top tier competitive games, because a lot of those heroes that are banned are some of the more like, I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but like it's just a like a bounty, or a beastmaster, or they'll ban the lone druid, sort of more respect bans towards the team that they're playing, because they have a good idea of what that team is like, what they do, what their strengths are. So I don't know if we'll necessarily see first ban Axe, but I think we will see him be a contested pick. I think he'll be banned and he'll be picked a lot coming up. And I think it really depends on teams. Maybe some teams aren't Axe players.
Yeah.
We will see an Invoker for the first time, actually.
Yep.
First
Rainbow
time he
Magic
was not banned.
Man.
I believe he was banned.
Yeah, banned both times. Rainbow Magic Man made it through. Death Prophet made it through too. Death Prophet Vengeful Spirit on Esphere. I am scared of Death Prophet whenever I play against her. Her Spirit Siphon, just in general, that hero makes me want to kill myself. And she's already dead.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, something that is important though is Spirit Siphon is actually a much weaker ability now. It does do they buff the damage a little bit, but that's to compensate for the fact that it's now magical. It doesn't go through magic immunity. It's not pure damage. And I'm not sure if they buffed the tether range, or excuse me, like the actual range that you can that the tether will break, or the Siphon will break. But I believe they buffed a small aspect of it, but it's definitely not as stupid as it was before.
Right.
So it could be that her laning presence isn't as
not as decisive,
isn't as dominant as before. Yeah, as before. We'll have to see. But we will see the Invoker and the Death Prophet. I think a lot of what will determine the matchup is how the rotations go. I think we could see some rotations from the Venge or the Lion.
Yeah, those are both strong rotating supports there.
Dire team ban.
Definitely, mids are gonna have to watch out this game. I think I don't know. I don't think you can really call one of those supports better than the other as far as like tier list. But like I don't know who I haven't seen the matchup recently. In 6.87, who wins the mid lane between Invoker and Death Prophet more consistently, or is it pretty even?
Reserve time.
I guess it depends on Invoker's build too.
Right. Yeah, it always depends on whether he's going for Quas Wex or Quas Exort. Even with Quas Wex, I think you can burn his Death Prophet's mana enough, and it's sort of like a any hero that has an ability like Crypt Swarm. Similar to like puck matchups, or a matchup with like a Zeus, where it's not this ability kind of just counters it. It's like, okay, I have this spammable nuke that I'm going to throw at the wave, and what I want to do is also hit the hero with it, right? So you want to nuke down the wave, but also you can win the lane by nuking the hero a bunch of times, and so it really depends on the positioning of both heroes,
like a
how you can punish
type thing.
And play around it. Yeah, same with Power Shot, same with like a Magnus with
10 seconds remaining.
Shockwave.
Sounds right. God, there's so many abilities. I've played Dota for what, 2 years now, and there's some abilities I just refer to like stun. Okay, I don't know what Crystal Maiden stun is called. I just know it stuns for 2 seconds ish. So Faceless Void banned out again, and Enchantress banned out again. Interesting Oracle ban. I don't think either team has banned that so far. Venge is also retaining her spot as most picked hero in this tournament. In this league, rather, not tournament. Can't say I'm too surprised.
10
She's a good hero.
seconds remaining.
Also, it's
5
interesting,
seconds
from what I saw from this team before, I was thinking that Benny was their drafter, because that's what he's listed as on the website.
Reserve time.
But they might, maybe the stand-in is like a coach or something, I don't know. So what do you think Oldbois is going to try and pick to counter out the Death Prophet?
Death Prophet, a lot of times you want to either control the hero, try to burst her down. They do have that with the Lion, potentially with Invoker combos. I'm not really sure exactly what you want to immediately kill a Death Prophet. Sven would have actually been pretty good because of the armor you provide will to your entire team will decrease the amount of damage they're taking from Exorcism because the ghosts do physical damage. Tide Hunter's picked up. This is looks like Esphere are gonna try to go for more of a team fight sort of group up, and they want to run 5 heroes at a tower. It looks like they want to pop their ultimate.
I think a large part of the last game was that Esphere really team fights well.
10 seconds remaining.
And I think they might be realizing that and just wanting to push that advantage. They're like, okay, we know even if we're the ones that get initiated on, we can still turn this around. We can still position ourselves well enough that at the very least we will take heroes from them if they take them from us. It's almost a total switch around.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like we've got a prophet
I wouldn't be
now.
surprised if we saw a mech Tide Hunter instead of a Blink here.
Uh-huh.
Because if they do want to just run at the enemies, and even if they do get initiated on, the mech is actually a perfect sort of counter initiation tool, because usually you're tanky enough to get it off.
Remaining.
And so if you do get that mech off, right, you
5 seconds remaining.
You'll sort of wipe all the damage that the Oldbois have done to you. And as they're crowding in to try to get their initiation spells off, that's when Ravage just shines as a great counter initiation. So if you're running at the towers and you want to be tank Tide Hunter, you don't need a Blink Dagger, because the enemy will come to you, and you just want to be able to stay alive, basically.
Right. Yeah. So I understand. I play Nature's Prophet a lot. You've unfortunately played all those games with me. Playing against a Death Prophet is pretty annoying, and I feel like, it wasn't much, but his treants have a higher bounty now, and I feel like that just plays right into Death Prophet's hands.
Remaining.
Or even Vengeful Spirit with her wave too. Like it seems like if he's not careful with the way he positions and uses those, it's free gold. And Esphere picking up the Ember Spirit, back at it again with the red hero. What do you think about that?
This feels a little bit different to me. I think it's not the worst idea, because they do have tower damage with the Death Prophet. They do, like I said, I think they do want to try to 5-man and run at the tower. So this isn't the Ember Spirit that we saw charging in. I think this will be, he'll just kind of sit back, he'll get some damage, he'll try to slide off. He doesn't have to be the frontliner, because there's going to be a Death Prophet, there's going to be a Tide Hunter, and Oldbois go with a Ricky pick. This is a support Ricky. I've seen they did it in one of their other games.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to roam around with the Aura Venom. He's going to be sort of like a bounty hunter. And it actually might not be the worst thing if they're gonna try to split up the map and try to more go for a little bit of like pick off style. Throw. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sunstrikes with this, just because it gives your team a lot more global presence. So Ricky can roam on someone. You'll have a Nature's Prophet ult. You can get a Nature's Prophet TP in.
So it's sort of like an alternative to a bounty hunter support, basically. Minus the trap.
similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
and I don't think Oldbois want to. I don't think they want to fight Esphere.
Yeah.
Ravage, Exorcism, and Ember Spirit's damage. I don't think they definitely don't want to fight into that.
Yeah, it's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be a matter of in the early game, if Esphere can push hard enough to force them to fight, Oldbois is gonna be on their heels until they're at their base. But if they manage to get that early game, then Esphere really won't have a chance to fight, and that's kind of they just want to kind of avoid it. Really quickly, though, this is the first Ricky pickup in the entire COD League so far. So good for Oldbois. I guess he did just get added to Captain's Mode, but pretty cool nonetheless, watching history in the making. Well, I guess you're not really watching it if he's invisible, but Yeah.
Gotta buy dust.
Yeah. Poor supports.
And Oldbois thinking about their carry pick here. And I'm not sure what they want to do. I think Spectre could be good in some situations. Esphere are definitely going to want to go for an early push. Lifestealer, okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to figure...
Lifestealer is fairly one cycle, especially in the early game, right? You depend a lot on the cooldown of Rage to fight and do your damage because of all the attack speed it gives you. And I think they're actually going to try to run it a little bit with the Ricky, because you can infest the Ricky, right? You pop out and throw a spell. So I think, yeah, they definitely want to outmaneuver Esphere here. So we'll have to see how they do. Shadow Demon is
like
actually
that.
pretty good against it's good against, it's very good counter initiation. I think Esphere are definitely going to want to just throw themselves at OB. Just kind of throw their bodies at the tower, like I said, right? You're just gonna run up to the tower. We're hitting it with our Death Prophet with Exorcism, and they're gonna dare OB to kind of initiate on them.
Right.
And they've got plenty of counter initiation, swap, ravage. Like I said, I'd really like to see a mech out of the Tidehunter. Disruption, fantastic counter initiation ability.
So assuming this is like a proper pro offlane Nature's Prophet, he does not have boots, so he's gonna be a little slow early game, and he's gonna have to be a little bit careful of that. All things considered.
I'm not completely sure that they can kill him. I don't know if they kill him with Avenge Stun. They do have Disruption to set it up, but I don't know if the Ember Spear will have the most damage to be able to kill him.
Right.
He does get his ward off, but that was a pink ping. So I'm not sure if Esphere know completely where that ward is.
Probably have a feeling. Oh,
yeah,
close.
they know he put it somewhere, but yeah. But I think they're going to be able to get it if they do have this second sentry.
Which I don't know where that is. That might be. Who's that on? That's on Death Prophet.
They gave it to the Death Prophet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Begins.
Ooh, Ricky going
Ricky's
for that bot
try
lane.
to steal the rune here, actually.
He actually didn't get it.
Unfortunately, won't be able to get it. Yeah.
Interesting. I forgot that backstab was also.
So we do
innate.
see the early over Venom, and he's actually going to harass a little bit.
Yeah, there's one on Lifestealer as well. Yeah, so pretty mundane start there. No real big fights or anything. Death Prophet's
the only issue
cosmetics are crazy to me. Looks like a bathrobe or something.
Yeah. I think the mid lane will be... It'll probably be fairly even. I think both heroes will be able to get their farm. It really depends on how the Ricky affects the lanes. The issue that Oldbois have is Tidehunter is very good against Lifestealer.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets a couple levels, he's going to be able to just walk in there and anchor smash the wave. And the Lifestealer will have to play very scared.
They're actually going to harass this Prophet pretty effectively. And, it's kind of one of those things like, in this tri-lane, if Ricky leaves, then Prophet doesn't get farmed, basically. Like, he needs help, And they don't have vision right now. Not affording wards. Tide is actually sitting up top at only level 1 right now. He's been kind of forced out of it. His Lifestealer also picked up the orb.
Yeah, but unfortunately they got the double range creep. So
looks like Prophet actually got picked off down bot. Ricky's gonna try and chase out the Shadow Demon, but Ember Spirit's gonna block rather. No chains on him yet, just hit level 2. So 1-for-1 trade there. I'd say that definitely went in favor of Esphere though, because the Prophet is a lot more important than the Shadow Demon in terms of farm.
Yeah, so Tidehunter's gonna get level 3 here under his tower. Looks like the line was able
to... Ember Spirit baiting it out. He's got chains.
Oh, did not pull.
Oh, he didn't pop him quick enough. They could have killed that Ricky, I think, if he had popped his chains out. Yeah, up top, Lifestealer actually does a lot of damage on the Lifestealer. I mean on the Tidehunter. Same levels. So net worth right now looks like it's pretty much Ember Spirit and Prophet at the top, followed closely by Death Prophet. Death Prophet does have her bottle in her stash right now. Not picking it up quite yet for some reason. Ricky's actually coming around here. He might be thinking about doing something on the Death Prophet. I don't know. Right now he doesn't have boots. He's only sitting on an orb and some branches. Actually, I take that back. He just bought his boots. And he's having them driven out to him on the courier. So yeah, Prophet's getting harassed pretty hard every time Ricky leaves. And he's just giving gold to these supports, like 20 gold every creep. He's only level 2 right now. Death Prophet's sentry is also about to expire, so she's got to be a little bit wary of Ricky. Especially stepping so far into enemy territory here. She's actually going to get gone on by the Ricky. And immediate Spirit Siphon, Ricky has to disengage. I think that's the name of the game for her, is Spirit Siphon. Make him disengage, make him run away. Or at least get herself out of there safely. You still with me, General Pants? Did I lose you?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. So what are you thinking about this early game so far? I mean, it seems pretty even, but do you see, like, who does that play into more? Like a safer early game?
Probably the Esphere, because OB are depending, I think, on the Ricky to shake the lanes up to affect how the game is going to go. Titan is actually getting driven into the jungle, and I'm not sure that he necessarily
could be in trouble here. Prophet's going to get changed up. Stun coming out from the Venge. I think we see another dead Prophet here. Oh, he messed up his trees just a little bit. Didn't quite get the Ember. Death Prophet's actually getting chased meanwhile. And Lion is going to try and suck her off a little bit, but didn't have his Earth Spike off CD. So another uncontested... the first uncontested kill on the Prophet. I guess the last one was pretty contested. Yeah, Ricky's not... He's not quite paying off yet. Arguably, he helped get the return kill down bot off of First Blood, but that's about it. And now we see some smoked up support movement here too. Where is Ricky right now? Ricky's going bot.
Yeah, this is going to be huge for them if they're able to get this off. I think they...
it looks like... Oh, they don't have... They have dust. They're going to throw out the stun. Shadow Demon is going to throw out the purge. That was a bad combo. Lion is going to come in now. And Invoker's not going to die. Oh, that was bad miscommunication. No stacks worth of poison up on him either. Oof. That was bad timing. Unfortunate for Esphere, but they harassed him out of lane at the very least. Now he's going to have to back. So is there anything that this Prophet and Ricky can actually do to the Ember Spirit right now? Now that he's level 6?
Most likely not. They would have to kill him in the cloud, which I don't think they would be able to do. They have the potential to harass him if the supports are not in, are continuing to go around. It looks like the lifesteal actually getting a kill on the Tidehunter.
Yeah, he
Tidehunter's actually... I don't think he's actually played his game very well. I think he's spent a little bit too much going to the jungle. They're actually going to go on the here mid.
Yeah, she could be in a bit of trouble. Prophet cancelled his TP. I think he just wanted to let them have it. Yeah, I think the Orb of Venom helped a lot.
He does so much damage. He's almost killed the Shadow Demon just with right clicks.
Oh man. And
like
Prophet's dead again. Ricky coming in a little late to the party. Yeah, that's death number 3 for Prophet. Not doing too well for him. And Ricky actually is gonna try and finish off the Shadow Demon. He's gonna manage to. Ember Spirit has no detection, otherwise he would for sure kill him. He's actually gonna throw out the chains.
We did get the chains though.
Not enough damage though.
So close.
Yeah, he didn't have enough mana for any of his bursts or anything, unfortunately. So we do have a level 6 Death Prophet now, no ult yet. What level do Death Prophets typically get their ult at nowadays?
I think it depends on the game. I think this game she probably just gets it at 9 or 10.
Okay.
Level 1 has traditionally been not the best. I think that really one of the only reasons you want to get it is for... Oh, actually, unfortunate Sentry Ward by the Shadow Demon. I'm not sure why you put it so far to the side there. I guess maybe to get these wards over here, but I don't think that's where they put it. And
Oh,
his
man,
second
that's
sentry
so
actually
close.
overlaps a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, I actually completely forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, sorry, I was drawing on the ground.
Oh, about Death Prophet's build. Death Prophet's build. In some games, if the Invoker rotates out of lane to do something, maybe you take an earlier point in that, or if you're completely dominating the lane, because there's a potential to get a kill or pressure the tower with it. But this game, the lanes are kind of just going back and forth, and she's died once, gotten a...
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, sorry, I was watching the Ember
So-
Spirit was trying to go in
Radiant
for
structures are
the
fortified.
rune down bot, and Invoker is almost dead. Forge Spirit denied it for him.
Okay, yeah, well played by the Invoker.
Yeah, nice checking up on the micro. So it looks like right now, like the Ricky's gotten a couple, at least he's set up a couple kills, but I don't see him paying off as well as the Bounty Hunter, I guess. He feels like kind of a bootleg version of a Bounty Hunter, because I feel like Bounty Hunter's biggest advantage...
that is the issue, is that...
Like, the track is such a big deal, because it actually allows Bounty Hunter to... It basically turns him into a fourth core while also being able to support, because he just has, like, consistent income as long as he's near a fight, and Ricky just doesn't have that.
Yeah. Well, what you do with the Ricky here is, one, you don't have to worry so much about using your invis skill, right? You don't have to worry about the mana.
Yeah. Or scaling it.
Using your abilities. But you can turn into a core, because your skills are more suited to actually,
Right, you're an
doing,
agility damage
as
hero.
Right, you're actually more of an agility carry than a bounty hunter is.
Ooh, life
so if
stealer.
you do get some of that gold, yeah, good rage from
yeah.
There's no swap or
no
purge.
fallout there.
Yeah, so if you do manage to get ahead and get some of that gold, you are at an advantage over a bounty hunter in terms of carry potential. Sunstrike's gonna miss. Death Prophet is trying to tanking the tower here. Going
She has
pretty
another.
ham.
Oh God!
And I think this is too far.
That was way too far.
Yeah,
especially
she tanked
when
about 3 or
even
4
if
tower shots there.
Even if Lion hadn't come in, just the idea of an Nature's Prophet being able to do that was a worthless dive. No, I was gonna say about the Ricky, he can do that. He can become a core, sure, but it requires. I'm not gonna say it requires the other team or his opponent to be stupid and make mistakes, but it requires him actually being the one to find pickoffs while not necessarily having the items to do so. Like, just the idea of Bounty Hunter, just being near fights. He doesn't have to do anything, and he gets gold as long as he casts his track. And I think that's the biggest advantage, is that it's so easy. Even though he's not the best core for a position for a hero, he's still incredibly farmed, and he can basically be like a walking aura. And let your other cores build, more damage or whatever, instead of having to buy Vlads or mech or anything like that. Oh, that's a nice stack there. More money to the Ember Spirit. Not too impressed with Esphere's wards right now. I don't feel like they have enough, given the heroes that they're playing against. Ember actually in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna get scouted out.
Yeah, one of the ways Bounty Hunter or Ricky...
oh, nice jump.
He actually... Yeah.
That was really close.
I'm not sure if that was the Lion getting in vision, or if... I think the Ricky started blocking him, perhaps, is what happened there. But he knew something.
No, Ricky right-clicked him.
They should be able to...
Once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he meant to.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, I think you need to move around.
They can definitely have invis there.
Oh, smoke immediately popped. They know Ricky's there.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Thank God he was in the trees. That immediate smoke pop. And the sentry drop immediately afterwards. God. Poor Ricky.
Yeah, and actually the way OB have laned this is actually put them in the advantage. The Prophet can rotate to the jungle. The Ricky can just kind of sap XP and get a couple last hits in the lane, even though the Prophet would get pressured. He's not as pressured. And the supports from Esphere haven't done the best job of rotating. The one rotation they've made ended up not resulting in a kill for them. And so we do have the sort of 3 cores of OB ahead of a lot of what Esphere has. They're ahead in gold and XP.
Yeah.
3,000 each. The Ember Spirit is a little bit more farmed, but he's got bots, I believe, right?
Yeah, just bought him, I think.
So his net worth is a little bit is not exactly indicative of what his fighting worth is, right?
Yeah. I would agree.
You'll see they're both at about 5,000 some change, 600, 400. The Lifestealer's gold is in phase boots and armlet and orb, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Those items give him a lot of fighting capability. It's actually wrapped around here on the tower.
Oh man, we're going to see a fight.
Going to find a lot of heroes.
Invoker's going to drop out his combo, pretty much instantly remove the Vengeful Spirit. Ember's going to try and come in and save the Death Prophet. He's actually going to do a lot of damage to the Invoker, but the Lifestealer popping out. Ricky's going to throw out his ult too. It's going to manage to find the Death Prophet and the Shadow Fiend. Ember Spirit's just going to have to walk away. No Ravage from Tidehunter. He wasn't there in time. Not the fight that Esphere wanted to take. And now they're going to get stunned up. They're actually going to get gone on by the Lifestealer and the Lion. And Finger goes out on the Ember Spirit. He dies pretty instantly. Going to see Tidehunter getting chased down. Sunstrike. Oh, it's going to land, but it's not enough damage. Regardless, though, I think OB is pretty happy with that. Being that this is low level right now, they are going to see some TPs. Lifestealer thought about going in on the Shadow Demon, but he's just going to rage out the Vengeful Spirit Stun. They're going to have to back off. I don't think they're going to get the tower, but definitely a good gold swing. Now they're pushing into the 4,000s in terms of advantage. And Invoker and Lifestealer topping out the net worth chart. Death Prophet having a rough game. She did pick up her ult though now.
Yeah, well positioned fight from OB there. Able to kind of pick apart the enemy team. And we saw there the Ember Spirit did quite a bit of damage, but he went in and he had his spell damage, and that's about it.
And he's actually getting really low.
Just went pretty ham.
You just like Lifestealer right clicked him a couple times. Yeah.
Right now.
How do you deal with that? Like, what's your how do you deal with that much damage? Do you kite?
As the Ember Spirit, you don't do anything.
Oh man, we're actually gonna see a Ravage out, and they got
into stun.
Nice combo stuns there. Ravage into Searing Chains into Vengeful Stuns. Let's see how much gold went his way. So Ember Spirit thankfully got the last hit. He actually picked up 400 gold off that. Anything helps. Like, even if it's not an amazing pick-off, it's still anything helps, Any death of the enemy team.
The Lifestealer was actually pretty far ahead.
Yeah.
He's almost top net worth in the game.
Yeah, definitely sets him back.
And the Ember got a huge amount from that, man.
So Shadow Demon's actually scouting out the enemy team here. They know they're there. And Smoke's instantly going to get broken. Same thing happened again. And the Purge is going to be out on the line. He's going to stun up the Shadow Demon. Ember Spirit coming in. Not going to get hit by the Sunstrike. Ember Spirit's going to get hexed up. Invoker throwing out his meatball. It's not going to land on anyone, unfortunately. I think Ember Spirit might have walked through it for a second. Swap is going to go out on the Invoker. He's going to get stunned up. He doesn't have Ghost Walk right now. Doesn't have Invoke. He's going to get purged. Ember Spirit coming in from behind now. Everyone's chasing him. Lifestealer coming back. Wants to do damage. He's going to try and get the Venge. He should be able to. He's raged right now. They can't do anything. And everyone coming in right now on this Lifestealer. Everyone's low, though. They're actually going to manage to stun him up and stun lock him completely. Lifestealer's going to fall. Ricky, the only one hanging out there. Prophet kind of TP'd away. I think he tried to push. Couldn't really do much of anything. That just seemed like... this isn't like an insult to any players at all, because everyone in this game is better than I am, but that seemed like just a pub team fight where everyone runs in after the other. And just...
That was pretty...
It was like one after the other running into 5 heroes.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate smoke. I think they had to deal with their Lion death and kind of get away from it. The Invoker actually wasn't trying to fight. He was sort of, not necessarily clowning around, but I think he just got an item delivered to him on the courier. So he like dropped his Null Talisman and was trying to mess around with that. And unfortunately there was a Radiant Ward, so he got swapped into the enemy team. And then the Lifestealer just kind of runs in 1v5, which is pretty strange. So yeah, definitely pretty bad plays from OB, but...
Yeah, all things considered,
I think basically all that happened is that just kind of nullifies the earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It really didn't get to much of anything. And Shadow Demon actually is his disruption actually working against him a bit, getting Sunstriked on it. Ricky actually getting a little bit low. Dust is going to get popped. He's not going to get hit by it though, unfortunately. Ember Spirit in a bit of trouble though. He's going to get gone on by the Lion, by the Invoker. Ricky is there. Ricky doesn't have his ult though, but he does have Blink Strike. Ember Spirit's just going to focus on the Invoker. He wants him dead. He's going to keep chasing after him. There's nobody to help him. Invoker is going to Shadow Walk. He's still stunned up, but the damage is too high. Ember Spirit walking the wrong direction, unfortunately. And meanwhile, Prophet pushing top lane while all these shenanigans are going down bot. Forcing the rotation of a Death Prophet and a Shadow Demon. Death Prophet's ult really didn't do a ton after that glyph, and just the fact that right now heroes respawn pretty fast because we're less than 20 minutes in the game. That did bring Earth Spirit, though, back to the top of the net worth chart, and he's actually going to find an Invoker to kill. Not sure why the Invoker was just standing there.
Strike.
And it's the second time that word has actually resulted in a good kill for Esphere.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to Esphere's supports. They're on point with the words. They're on point with the vision. Actually, I think it's on fleek. They're on fleek with vision.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this Riki, he's not dying and he's getting a couple kills, but it just does. I don't want to underestimate his impact. I guess we'll see as the game goes on, but as it stands right now, he just doesn't seem amazing, I guess.
Yeah, I think what he will go for next is the Diffusal, and once that comes out, he'll actually be a lot stronger. He'll be able to purge Flame Guard.
And Flame Guard too.
I believe, yeah, he can purge, yeah, obviously the dust, but the damage he'll actually put out to some of the supports will be pretty big. I think he'll be able to solo kill the Venge and the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, can he purge Shadow Poison? Is that purgeable?
I am not sure. I can take a look.
Yeah, I guess just Google it, like everything else. Oh, Vengeful Spirit gonna get caught out by the lifesteal and the Riki. She's pretty straight up dead. Not really much you can do there.
Yeah, Shadow Poison can be purged. So.
Can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he could do that as well. But just the ability of him to be able to initiate on a hero like Shadow Demon or Venge and kill him as the support is huge, right? So you pick off that hero, that's your support's damage.
Ravage is going to go out up top, actually. Ember Spirit's going to come in and try and get on the tail end of this. They're going to catch out the Invoker. Prophet wants to help, but he's like, nope, I'm not. I'm sorry, Invoker. Searing Chains are off cooldown, not going to be able to get the Prophet. They did manage to get a Death Prophet, though, while that was happening. Now, Nature's Prophet is going to TV forward. There are too many Prophets in this game. Ember Spirit almost has a Battle Fury. He's about 200 off. And they're going to catch out the Riki. And, oh, nice Blink Strike to the Prophet. And Ember Spirit's going to get caught out. No Remnants. Lion's going to stun up the Shadow Demon, and that could be the end for Shadow Demon. He's going to get gone on by the Lifestealer. Slow is out, but the swap from Venge doesn't really matter. Lifestealer going to pick off the Shadow Demon anyway, and maybe the Venge too. Tidehunter's going to get caught out. He doesn't have Ravage. He used it earlier. Flame Guard's actually going to manage to kill Lion, and Lifestealer's going to try and fight the Ember Spirit, but he's going to get Searing Chains. He does so much damage, though. He's so hard to kill. The Lifesteal is too much. He's going to keep going. He's going to get blocked up by the Vengeful Spirit, though, dying to kill him. Literally dying to kill him. And we're going to see a trade 2 for 2. One of them, there was a carry, though, on OB. I don't know who that fight helped.
I don't think that's not quite worth it for OB. Yeah, Esphere's going to get a tower out of this with their Exorcism. Yeah, OB didn't lose an insane amount there, but as far as fights go, you don't really want to be taking some of those big team fights. Exorcism, Ravage will ruin your day there.
Well, and they didn't even have Ravage.
Their lineup is a lot better. Yeah.
Ravage was down because he just used it up top.
Yeah,
you're right. There's the Guardian Greaves. Yeah.
I like this a lot. He doesn't need Blink to initiate right now.
Yeah.
It's not the worst, because he'll be able to maybe catch out the Invoker, catch out the Prophet of the Lion, if they're standing a little bit further back and not playing Pub Dota where you just
everyone walks in all at once.
Tidehunter.
Yeah, I think it plays really into the whole Esphere in the last 2 games has been the one to get initiated on. And if you can't prevent that, if you know the other team is better at rotations than you, then you just stack up on being able to turn those fights around. And we see the Ember Spirit with the Battle Fury now, taking a tower. And Riki might actually catch out the Venge here. Unfortunate for the Venge. She's going to get gone on by the... Oh god, Lifestealer was in Riki. Even surprised me because I wasn't paying attention. Those Lifestealer bombs. I think that's where...
What they have possibility. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Death Prophet getting caught out.
Range on those.
Man. Death Prophet uphill, getting caught out. She's just going to get basically lioned to death.
The range on that Sprout, man.
Yeah.
That, I mean, obviously the vision came from the ward there, but that was some stretch
That
arm
was
strong
right on the
tree.
edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Dire structures
Yeah,
are
so this
fortified.
is what OB are
Radiant's
better at,
middle
right?
tower is
Yeah, but
under
they
attack.
can't push quite yet. They've got to wait for the
Dire's top tower is
backdoor
under
protection to
attack.
take over. So Death Prophet is down, but they do
Dire's
have
top
Ravage.
tower has fallen.
And
Radiant's
Tidehunter
middle
unfortunately
tower
wasn't
has
there. I
fallen.
don't know why he wasn't there. I know he was trying to split
It's
push,
just
but
it's just the way that OB, yeah, no, but it's just the way that OB are trying to take the fights, right?
Yeah.
Esphere didn't have the mindset of we're fighting the heroes, right?
Yeah.
It was just a good movement from OB to smoke, pick off the Venge, pick off the Death Prophet. She ran away as soon as the smoke was revealed, but the Prophet was able to TP and catch her out.
so we are going to see another lifesteal Ricky bomb here, potentially. Yeah, Ricky going for that diffusal blade, getting close-ish. Lion actually looks like he's building a Netherlands right now. So we do see Ember Spirit still topping out the net worth, but Death Prophet's really struggling this game. Especially like just in general, she's been killed a lot. She's a primary pick-off target because she means so much to tower push. And here she goes right now, Lifestealer burst, and she's dead again. Definitely not what you want to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Death Prophet is one of the heroes that needs to be at least even with the heroes, right? She needs to be tanky enough to be able to run in there to get her spells off. And if she's playing kind of Wimp Dota with Yules, it's not very good because you want your Ghosts getting being a threat to the enemy team. You want to be able to run in there. The mech from the Tidehunter, the Greaves, will help her. She knows she has the Shadow Demon and the Venge to rely on. So we have mass DPs actually here.
Yeah, this could actually
Esphere1
turn into
force a
something.
fight.
Oh, nice chains. He's gonna rage out though, unfortunately. Stun is gonna catch out on the Ricky though. They do have vision of him, and he's gonna get bursted down. It's a mega kill on the Ember Spirit. That was actually Ricky's first death too, so that's good 400 gold his way. And they are gonna see the Lion as well. I don't think they can catch him. Well, maybe. He's got the side of his chains. Lion has his Hex. He has his stun too. He's just gonna TP out. Shadow Demon barely gonna catch him. Nice job, Shadow Demon, with the Purge. Dead Lion. Nice pick off. That was right on the edge of the TP. I swear half of his body was in the fountain already.
Right.
Like one of those, I wonder if it's like in Star Trek, you know, where they beam. Like if half his body just showed up in the fountain. What was on that courier just then? The Prophet just picked off.
Death Prophet's points to booster.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to fall. Is that really the item here for her though? Like if she's going... Oh, I was thinking Bloodstone for some reason. Right,
She's
I keep
going
forgetting.
Octarine.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that builds
Bloodstone
in.
definitely is very not.
Yeah, I mean you see that sometimes in pub Dota, and it's like, that's not really the best.
Every time I saw Bloodstone Death Prophet, I hated it.
Yeah.
I think it's good in some games where you're snowballing, but I think Octarine's a much safer and much better build.
Well,
the
yeah,
issue
it's like safer if you want to go initiate and like be, you know, up front because it gets you like constant reach. I think it's I just don't like Bloodstone on her. I don't like Bloodstone on a lot of heroes. I don't even think it's good on Storm Spirit usually, like as a first item especially. So Prophet has an Orchid now. He's probably going to go Bloodthorn. That item is gross on him. We do see 5 Esphere heroes rotating in. They're actually going to find the Invoker here. Oh, they're going to burn their Ravage now, but they're also going to use Disruptor. I don't totally agree with that Ravage usage. That's going to be rough. They're going to find out the Vengeful Spirit with another Lifestealer bomb. Death Prophet trying to help, but the Blink Strike comes in. Lifestealer actually getting really low with the Spirit Siphon, and he's going to die. Nice play from the Death Prophet there. Ricky not totally expecting that. He wanted to fight the Death Prophet, but ended up just walking off when she started Spirit Siphoning. Prophet just... he has a lot of trouble, even with the Ags pushing against this Ember Spirit. So definitely a good counter to him. I'm not totally sure how that fight turned around so harshly. It seemed like the Lifestealer was really going to take that away, but the Spirit Siphon, once his rage is down, he has a lot of trouble.
He's fairly He's pretty farmed and dangerous. Actually, he's only 5th in net worth. I guess he's pretty much right even with everyone else there. But as much damage as he does and as strong as he is, he can't fight 4 heroes in Exorcism. Not very many heroes can.
Yeah, you know, I feel like he kind of, like he had an advantage there at the beginning. Oh no, Ember Spirit, he's going in on the Nature's Prophet. He's going to get bombed, though. So much damage out, though, from the Battle Fury. He's also going to chains up the Invoker. It could be too much, though. He's going to get ulted up by Lion, but he's going to burst away just fine. What was I going to say? Lifesteal, like he had such an advantage with his damage at the beginning with the armlet and SNY. But I feel like the Blink Dagger is good, but it doesn't get him anything stat-wise. So it kind of levels him out in a way.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the only issue is you're sort of a one-cycle hero, right? You depend on Rage, so once you use Rage to...
Oh man, we're going to see another fight breaking out here. Shadow Demon looks like he's going to be the first to go. Ricky actually is going to fall as well, maybe. Oh god, he's so low. He had like 20 health. And... I guess that's a disengage there. That was a really close. That was really close to Ricky dying. They did get the Shadow Demon out of all that. I expected that to be a more involved fight. Lion is actually trapped in the trees over there. But he does have a TP. He's gonna get out. So what do you think about the? Well, I guess I can kind of answer my own question. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with the Prophet Ag's first item. Like, I understand why, but I feel like Prophet's such a better ganking hero rather than trying to shoehorn in an Ags right at the beginning. Like, obviously he has the Orchid now, but how much of a difference would it have made if he got that first? I don't know. Lifestealer going in bot, immediate Force Staff out from the Tidehunter. Swap coming out on the Venge. Venge actually might die for that. Tornado's going to come out from Invoker. Death Prophet doing as much damage as she can. Nice Ravage from Tidehunter, but a lot of damage coming out from the Lifestealer burst. He's going to get right-clicked down, though, really hard by the Ember Spirit. Rage is going to go out. Ember's going to burst away. Invoker on the tail end of the fight, going to try and finish off Tidehunter. Lifestealer still Rage. That's the moment for Ember Spirit to jump in. Rage expires. Tidehunter actually on a killing spree now. He managed to kill off that Lifestealer, and they're also going to find the Invoker too with Spirit Siphon. Prophet has to TP in. He can't push as fast as this Radiant team. And this could be racks from Esphere. We've got no buybacks on the Dire right now. Nice turnaround of a fight. Ember Spirit really paying off this game. Definitely, as soon as Rage goes down, it's pretty much Ember Spirit free season to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, they have the issue where their carry kind of relies on this damage to be able to go in. Oh my goodness, the damage.
Yeah.
That was quite a bit. So yeah, once Rage is done, the Ember is allowed to just kite, basically, and do as much damage as he wants, like you said.
He does so much damage. I mean, so much damage on the Ember Spirit, and then the Ember Spirit just turned it right back around on him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, similar to the PA, and he doesn't have a basher yet. He doesn't have as much potential for huge damage as the PA did.
And we are going to see a godlike Ember Spirit too. They did lose the Venge, but they managed to catch that Prophet on the return. And Ember Spirit sitting on 4,700 gold right now. So definitely topping out the net worth chart. Lifestealer's just fallen more and more behind. He's below the Death Prophet now. And Death Prophet had such a rough early game. She's caught up based on just her team around her being so, like, especially Ember Spirit doing so much work. She's been able to catch up in the back and not really been the focus of the other team as much.
Yeah, that's been pretty fortunate for her. And she's now got the Octarine. Getting to that Mystic Staff is actually a pretty huge step for her. Sometimes I think she could have, if she had kind of kept chain dying there, she had the potential for her to just get super far behind.
Ricky going on the Shadow Demon. The Sunstrike did miss. There's going to be a purge out. Ricky is going to throw out his ult though. Ember Spirit doesn't really care. He's just going to stand in it. And he does have, yeah, he's straight up dead. I think that was a combination of crit and Shadow Poison.
Yeah, Manta, I actually really like that.
Yeah, Lifestealer is actually sitting inside a Prophet right now. Ready for the TP and burst. And Lion actually could get caught out here. He's going to get Spirit Siphoned. He has mana for both his stuns, but Ember Spirit just goes too fast. Too fast.
Yeah, so now the Death Prophet is caught up.
My
and
God.
I think she can afford to be in the front line here.
You
All
just-
that
Okay,
all
Death
that
Prophet
Esphere
actually is going to get caught out here. She might die here. Venge swapping out the lifesteal to try and save her, but he is raged up. Rage is going to expire. The stun up on lifesteal. She's going to Spirit Siphon him. She's trying to turn this, and she might be able to, especially with the armlet down.
Look how much HP she got with
My God.
Spirit Siphon plus the Octarine.
Yeah,
It's
and
such a sick combo for her.
Yeah, and you saw how that like Invoker was at half health. He was at half health from the creep wave that Ember Spirit attacked, like just with one sight of fist. Speaking of Ember Spirit, immediate burst back in. Dead Prophet. Lifestealer does manage to find the Vengeful Spirit, but Ember Spirit could get a return kill. Blink Dagger fortunately goes out. Ricky is there. Ember Spirit has to be a bit careful, especially with the dust there. He's actually going to choose to run down. Shadow Demon coming in now. Oh, he does so much damage. The Ricky's actually going to die before he can get out. And all that, they never burned Ravage there either. And Ember Spirit actually finding the Invoker now too. No vision quite yet. They're not going to get in range for vision, I don't think, unless Tidehunter manages to find a Blink Ravage. But these team fights are just not falling the way of Esphere. I mean, not falling the way of Oldbois. And Lifestealer falling even more behind.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What's the move here from Esphere? Or from OB? And Esphere too, really.
They have to do more of what they had been doing before, just trying to get pickoffs. The issue for them is that it's fairly obvious sometimes when you want to do that, and a lot of times you just group as 5. So now Esphere, all they have to do is just stick together. Don't let the Ricky Lifestealer pick you off or the Prophet pick you off, which they have been doing a great job of not letting that happen. And I think they've kind of hit some pretty big critical mass here. Lotus Orb comes out for the Tidehunter. I'm not sure if that's specifically
Dire's
for any
top tower is under attack.
Lion Finger?
for any one. Could be. Yeah, I guess it's the kind of the line initiation.
Yeah, just
all they
in
have
general.
to do is yeah, all they have to do is survive.
Oh, Ravage is out
immediate-
on one hero. They got the Ricky. Death Prophet ult is going to be out. Invoker is going to disarm 2 heroes. So Lifesteal doing a lot of damage to Ember Spirit. Smoke goes out, not going to catch anyone. Ricky ult's going to go out as well. Orb popped on Ember Spirit. Looks like Nature's Prophet getting pushed out to the bottom. Ember just randomly killing people with his sleight of and they are going to finish off the Prophet. Lifestealer going on the Vengeful Spirit, trying to stay alive here. Sunstrike is actually going to go out, land on the Tidehunter. Lifestealer just getting bursted down by so much damage from the Ember and from the Death Prophet. That level 3 Death Prophet ult plus the Ember crits. He hits her so hard right now. Level 22 versus a level 18 Lifestealer. I think they just have too much level advantage now. Like, look at that. Invoker taking so much damage just from this one sleight of fist.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Like, you can look at a 15,000 XP advantage right now in favor of Esphere. Sunstrike actually does hit Venge pretty hard. And Invoker trying to delay as much as he can. Nice swap out from the Venge. Invoker is pretty much just going to straight up die now. Venge manages to get a dust off before almost succumbing to death, having to run away. And Lion, again, this is just a delay tactic from Obi. That's really all they can do. Tide Ravage is still down, though. They have to be a little bit careful with with these 3 heroes here. Spirit Siphon is actually out on the Ricky, and he's going to die too. Lion managing to pick off the Death Prophet at the last second. But what happened to Ember? Where's Ember? Ember back at base for a second, waiting to jump in with the Remnant. Where's his Remnant? Oh, right there.
There it is.
Yep, found it.
Immediately on the line.
Should be a deadline. Oh, Lifestealer coming in though. We're just gonna TP out. Catapult, yeah, catapults are able to finish off the range tracks. So we're looking right now, like, if you take a look at hero level, we're looking at, you know, a Radiant team, an Esphere team that's out-leveling all the important heroes. Like, Lifestealer can barely even manage to get this Deso. Also, I need you to talk for a minute because my throat is killing me.
No problem, sorry. Yeah, the all that Esphere has to do in these fights is outlast the initial spells from OB. The Ricky's gonna try to jump on someone, lay down a good smoke screen, and throw out his ult. The Lifestealer is gonna want to blink in. He's gonna want to rage and get as many hits in as possible. The Invoker's gonna do his combo, right? And Esphere have so much defensive abilities. You know, if the Shadow Demon gets gone on by the Ricky, the bench can swap him out, can force him out. They have Force on the Tidehunter. They've got Lotus Orbs. They have Guardian Greaves. The Death Prophet's been so tanky with Octarine Core plus the Spirit Siphon. That as long as the only advantage OB has when it comes to a drawn-out fight is the fact that they can get multiple rages off, perhaps, maybe multiple lion stuns, but that's about it. Esphere have much better kind of fight as it goes on. The damage from Exorcism will start to build on. Same with the Spell of Kiss. Zember's doing so much damage to heroes. He's actually getting some pretty lucky crits on.
Yeah, this Ember's he's
some of his.
I feel like he basically told his team, all right, look, game 1 sucked, but I've got a wide back. I'm gonna throw you all on it. I've got a saddle. Everyone fucking climb aboard.
Hop on, boys. Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to victory, and my God, has he done it?
Yeah, now it's a good job from OB to sort of. I think they realized that Esphere had to reset and not get caught out of position, so they took advantage of that. They're gonna get Roshan, and they do have the potential. If they catch out Esphere a couple times, try to force a fight where not all of Esphere are wanting to fight.
Yeah,
they
you know,
have the potential to swing the game.
It goes back to what we did talk about before, was that like before the game even started back in the end of the draft, how OB really didn't want to fight. Like the whole point of their lineup was to split Esphere to force him not to be able to, and that just hasn't worked out with the way Ember Spirit is going, and we're gonna have a pause. Oh, lag.
Yeah, they need to be able to initiate on just one hero and throw all their spells on him. They need to be able to, you know, the Prophet has a Hex, which is actually pretty huge for initiating some of these, but they need to be able to Hex just one of the heroes, focus all their abilities on him, and maybe take a fight after that. I didn't even sometimes I think if they throw out spells on just like the Tidehunter or just the Venge, even if they kill the Venge, I think the rest of Esphere are definitely far enough ahead where they can keep going. It looks like we have actually a disconnect.
If you look at the line, it looks like he's just skipping through a forest or something, running back to base. Yeah, do you agree with the Invoker having the Aegis?
Yeah. I think it could have gone to either hero. If he gets silence, he gets pretty taken care of pretty easily. He needs to be able to survive something.
Well, those are some cool.
I'm not sure. I think even in a 5v fight, the Aegis is not going to help them. It was good to get the gold, you get the experience. The actual Aegis it'll maybe allow them to play a little bit more aggressively, but they still don't want to take any sort of 5-on-5 engagement.
Right.
Especially any engagement that Esphere knows is happening. Right. Looks like they're going to try to maybe pick off this Tidehunter with Hex. They might be able to do enough damage to him.
I just noticed Ember Spirit
does have bots up.
Yeah, he does have 2 Daedaluses as well. One of his rapiers has a courier's purchased gem sitting at 0. Looks like Lifestealer. I wouldn't be surprised if he hops into Prophet here. They just need anything. Like even if it burns an ult, even if it burns, you know, a couple cooldowns, they need to get kills. They need to do something. Rather than just sit around.
I don't think they know where the rest of Esphere are, though. The Venge could have been sitting behind the Tidehunter there.
Yeah, no, they're pretty choked on map vision right now. Let's see. So, I don't know how this next engagement is going to play out, with the Invoker having that Aegis, and the Ags too.
Yeah, I think Esphere are a little bit cautious because of that. Yeah. But I think really what it's gonna come down to is they're just gonna sit around like this.
Yeah,
they're gonna try to push a lane. And looks like they might be posturing for mid. Some dewarding going on here. Good lord, what is happening?
Sorry, were you hearing that?
It's a squeaky toy being murdered in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Are they gonna go for a smoke here, or are they just...
Doggo doesn't
if there's
understand
the smoke-
Dota.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like they're gonna smoke just to get a bit of a positioning advantage.
Yeah, and they're actually both
Invoker
teams were
reveals
smoked
himself.
actually. They're gonna immediately. Oh god, Lion's just pretty much immediately gonna die to the Ember Spirit. A lot of damage going out. Prophet's gonna come in. Invoker combo actually misses. Doesn't really do much of anything. So his Meteor's on cooldown for a long time. Spirit siphons out on the Invoker. A lot of damage coming out from Death Prophet ult. She is silenced, double silenced from the Ricky Dust. And Venge is gonna get healed up by the Guardian Reef. She should be okay. Prophet Tree Sprout is unfortunately gonna miss slightly. Ricky hanging off to the side of the fight, just kind of waiting. But if they don't do anything, Death Prophet ult is just going to eat through this tower. Prophet is actually going to catch the Death Prophet. Invoker kind of staying towards the back of the fight. Illusions respond to the Death Prophet by Shadow Demon. And Invoker taking so much damage from the Ember Spirit. And Ember Spirit's just going to throw out his Illusions to finish him off. And the EMP is not going to contact on anyone. Ember Spirit actually getting hexed up. He's going to get gone on by the Lifestealer. Immediately force staffed out though. Nice play from the Vengeful Spirit. And only one hero down. They did lose a tower. And actually, Ricky's going to get caught out here. He's going to get force staff back, or swapped out. They're going to try and continue the engagement because of it. Shadow Demon might be in trouble here. He might die from this.
Unfortunate tornado there.
Yeah, nice. Unfortunate tornado there. Death Prophet did get ulted by the line, but it just didn't do enough damage. Spirit Siphon too strong. Triple kill out on the Ember Spirit. And ultra kill on the Ember Spirit. Could we see a rampage here? I don't think they want to give it to him. Definitely going to be Rax here, though. No buybacks on the other three heroes. Invoker's already died. Did he die twice? Yeah, he died twice and bought back. And he's still... He can't do anything. Esphere actually sees blood in the water. They're just... Yeah, they're just going to keep going. Beyond Godlike Ember Spirit. Didn't quite get the
damage
rampage.
on the Ember.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many force staffs.
I think this might be... I always hesitate to call the end of a game, but this is going to be hard for OB to think about even catching up on. Yeah, looks like we're going to see Mega Creep.
This is actually going on so long. We've got Death Prophet ult again.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to get the Mega Creeps. I think they'll probably be just thrown here.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Prophet is getting a decent amount of split pushing done, but
have
getting a Rex is not really worth it when the enemy just kills your throne.
That's about all they can do though. Ravage is going to go out, and Invoker pretty much insta-dies. Ricky throws out an ult.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Vengeful is actually back. Oh, she just missed the stun. That might have actually been a dead Prophet there.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Unfortunately, Ember Spirit's boots did go on cooldown there, but he didn't manage to make the TP. Looks like they're just going to do tower damage now.
The Rex got killed by the treants before he could finish it.
Yeah, yeah.
And they'll be able to push out the creeps. And yeah, like I said, it looks like they're just going to kill the enemy Ancient.
Yep. Prophet unfortunately can't quite split push as hard as he used to. He's going to pretty much insta-die. There's so much lockdown, so much just drain. And Courier's just going to go sit inside the Ancient here. GG is finally called by the Invoker. Well played by both teams, especially well played by the Ember Spirit. That's some of the best Ember Spirit playing I've seen. 21-1 and 18. Wide shoulders, paying off. All those lifts paying off for the Ember Spirit. Bringing the Death Prophet back, I think, was his biggest achievement there, giving her some relevance by just steamrolling and being the front man there. 833 gold per minute on him.
We wondered if Death Prophet was still pretty good after those nerfs, and I think we can safely say Death Prophet is still pretty
yeah, that Spirit Siphon towards the end of the game was just mental.
Yeah, yeah. Once she gets ahead, it's pretty spooky stuff. Pun pretty much intended there.
Self-referential.
Apologize.
Oh man, lots of fantasy points going the way of Ember Spirit too. I think the spread was actually pretty high on OB. Yeah, Esphere really, like, after that first game, I was so worried. I thought it was just going to be a one-sided stomp, if I'm honest. I thought it was going to be a rampage through the next two games, but they turned it around. Middle game was a bit shaky. This game was a little bit shaky at the beginning, but it turned pretty decisive around 20 minutes that Esphere was not going to leave without winning this qualifier. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching the KOD League second qualifier between Esphere and Oldbois. Esphere has taken it, and they will be progressing to the next round. I'm not sure who they're playing yet. I don't think that's been decided. But I've been your action caster, Spooky J. I've been joined by General Pants with his cutting-edge analysis, and we will catch you some other game in COD League. Thanks for watching us, and hit me up on Twitter if you ever want to ask me questions.